Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Bunny Warcrime,
I am Captain Warcrime.
and we're joined by our associates, Ash and Billy.
Hey.
What's up?
We have a fun stream planned because Ash planned it, so I have nothing to do with it. So that means it should be good for once.
So if you don't like the stream, just leave a comment down below. It's all Ash's fault. Right. But without further ado, I figure we go ahead and start searching for a match, and we're going to be running shipment 24/7 for a little bit, and we'll figure out things from there.
Yeah. Does anybody have any fun stories from this week?
So,
I was thinking, you go ahead.
I was gonna tell that story, that TikTok video we watched yesterday about the guy breaking into the house butt naked.
What?
Oh yeah,
What?
that's good stuff. Yeah.
So I
All right, let's hear the
this
story
TikTok
first before we start this match.
So I was just random scrolling through TikTok yesterday after I put Tiny Heave into bed before Billy's coming home from work. And basically this video starts out, this guy's telling it. It's him, his wife, and their foster son, who's like 11 years old. And so their foster son had gotten suspended from school, so he's home with their son. And all of a sudden they hear this noise. They're sitting in the kitchen, and they look out the like glass window to their porch, and they just see this guy flip himself up and over the deck railing and then disappear. And so the dad's like, wow, that was super weird. And the kid goes, well, did you see what happened? And he goes, well, yeah. And he goes, no, he was butt naked. He didn't have any clothes on. I saw his butt. And he's like, well, that's weird. So they call the police to come just see if the guy's okay. They don't leave the house. So the police come around. They're looking around. Can't find the dude. Well, in their house, most of the house was originally built with a basement. Well, there was an addition put on the house that had a crawl space underneath it. But the problem was the crawl space, the door turned inward, and the crawl space was behind the door. So he tells that to the cop. The cop's like, I ain't going in there. There's no way in hell I'm going in there. So he kind of like, they open it, they kind of yelling in. He's like, I don't think there's anybody in there. Like, I think he's gone. He got out of the yard somehow. So they're like, okay, cool. Sounds good. They all go out to dinner, right? They come home, and their foster son walks into the house and turns the corner into the living room, and the butt-naked man is sitting crisscross applesauce in the middle of the floor with a blanket over his head and goes, shh, don't tell anybody. Well, of course, this kid's gonna react like any other kid's gonna react. Screams bloody murder. The guy screams bloody murder, and he runs out. They both run out different directions. The kid runs out the front door. The naked, butt naked man runs out the back door. And the kid's like, there's a naked guy in our living room. Excuse me. So they call the police again. And at this point, the dad's like, runs outside and is telling the neighbors, like, be on the lookout for this dude. We don't know what the hell's going on. And so they have cameras that face inside of their house. So the dad turns the camera, like, looks at the footage from the camera, and this guy had broken into their house through the back door, let their dog back into the house because he had accidentally left the back door unlocked. Well, this guy then like scoots across the floor, like just drags his butt. The guy's not walking, he's just butt dragging across the floor, and like makes himself a cup of juice, eats a couple granola bars, makes himself some ramen noodles, and then just grabs a blanket, takes his shirt off, and then just sits in the middle of the living room. So they show this to the police. The police are now looking around, can't find this guy, and so the dad's like, I'm pretty sure this guy has been hiding in our crawl space.
Hang on, can I interject real quick because you forgot a crucial moment?
Oh, what'd I forget?
Okay, so, when the police are there, they determine like, okay, the guy is probably in this crawl space.
Oh, I didn't get that part.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
You do you. Sorry.
Get to this part. So then the cops are like, I ain't freaking going in there. You freaking going in there? Heck no, man. So they're like, well, we're gonna call somebody who's gonna be stupid enough to go in this crawl space. Who do they call? The rookie. So the rookie shows up, and the rookie's like, let me get my shotgun, and I'm gonna take care of business. Like, nah, we're pretty sure it's in the crawl space. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, I'll crawl in there, and I'll get him out. So he crawls in there. Sure enough, naked booty man is in the crawl space. They pull the dude out, and then they went to go, because I guess the configuration of the house to the backyard, the only way to get back out to the street was to either walk the guy who's now in handcuffs completely butt-ass naked, either through their house and out their front door, or to go through the garage, which faces around an alley, and they have to walk him up the street. The cops decide to walk him up the street.
Yeah,
so then all their
him.
neighbors are in their yard, and this dude who openly admitted to being on drugs, then gets walked all the way up the road in front of all their neighbors and put into a cop car.
Nice. You said that was on
And,
TikTok?
Yeah.
If y'all come across it again, you definitely have to send it to me.
Oh, I have it saved. Be in your
So-
inbox shortly.
When you first started talking about it, it kind of reminded me of a TikTok that I just saw where dude's chilling at home, right? And some like 50-year-old guy had broken in his house, right? And he's trying to tell the guy, man, I think you have the wrong house, buddy. Like, he broke down the frame of his door and everything. And then the wife of like the old dude that's breaking in, you hear her like from right outside the door, like, oh, you might be at the wrong house. And like, so through the TikTok, it's being filmed by the guy who's in his house, right? Or he even says at one point, like, this isn't even my house. Like, I guess he was at his friend's or something. And so it's from his perspective, but like the wife is trying to like explain that their daughter had gotten hit by a car, but they knew who hit her, so like they had gotten his address, but apparently he gave the wrong address or like gave somebody else's or something. So, like, they broke into this dude's house trying to track down the person who hit their daughter with a car. And like, so then when they realize they're at the wrong house, like the guy is like trying to apologize and offering money, and the guy's like, bruh, I don't want anything from you except for you to leave, like, get out. And he's like, please don't come towards me. And like, it's just like, what the hell? How that is like the most embarrassing thing I could think of, is like, I go to teach this guy a lesson and I break in the wrong
Boot
house.
the wrong door.
And then like the guy who is inside the house is asking him like, why are you not having the police take care of this? And he's like, we called them, they're not doing anything about it. Like, he hit my daughter with a car. And I'm like, as a parent, you know, I'm kind of on his side. It just sucks that he got the wrong house.
Yeah.
Hello, Amanda. How are you doing?
Amanda!
Yeah, home dude who hit my kid would definitely be rapidly unalive.
I mean, it kind of depends how bad the kid hit.
Well, I mean, also the guy who booted my door would be rapidly unalived.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, is like, he is not super smart because like he doesn't know who's on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
I mean, if I see an old guy breaking into my house, I might think twice. Like, he probably doesn't know where he's at.
You have
I mean-
2 seconds to explain yourself, sir, before you won't be able to explain yourself.
And that 2 seconds is me grabbing and flicking the safety off.
Wait, yours has a safety.
Well, it depends which one I grab. My pistol doesn't.
But yeah, also, I randomly came across the TikTok of, it said as the description, it was like, listen to this chilling 911 call. To me, it was never like super chilling. Like, I guess maybe other people who haven't dealt with crazy shit in their life, maybe it could be. But it was a 911 call of a guy who was home when people were breaking into his house. And so he's explaining, like, he gives them the address and he's asking them to get people there, and you can tell he's being quiet because, like, they don't necessarily know that he's home yet. And so the operator is asking questions, and she does a very good job, because I've definitely heard 911 operators that are like not great. Not great with the questions that they're asking and
Billy,
stuff.
shoot over my head.
Yeah. Oh, there was one more. I didn't see him.
So she was doing a good job asking the right questions, like asking if he had a firearm, you know, for his own safety, that kind of thing. He said yes. And then she was asking him questions about how many cars should be in the driveway, which room he was in, because, like, that's very important, so that you don't get shot by the police. Asking a lot of really good questions. And then, like, she doesn't hear from him for a second, and you hear some sounds, and then you hear bang, 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 bang. And then she's, like, asking, like, hello, sir, are you still there? Sir, are you okay? What's going on? Like, and she's asking for a good bit. And then finally, you just hear the guy go, hello? She's like, yeah, I'm still here. What's going on? I heard some noises. And he's like, yeah, one of them was coming at me, so I had to shoot him. And then she's like, okay, are there still other people in the house? Like, what, you know? And he's like, yeah, there's another one still downstairs, but I think he just left. I think he just broke out a window and ran. And she asked him, like, a couple other questions, and then she goes, so the intruder that you shot is he still there? Is he hurt? Is he? And the guy's like, yeah, he's hurt. He's laying on the ground, not moving much anymore. He was not laughing when he said it. I'm laughing because I just think it was just, like, to me, that, like, that's who I am. I have to, like, humor is my response to uncomfortable situations, so.
Yeah, there's this guy I saw on TikTok, I think it was like yesterday or something. He was walking up to people at a gas station going, hey, what would you do if somebody broke into your house? And one of the guys that he asked, he goes, I'd call 811. He goes, oh, 811?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Do you mean 911? He goes, no, 811, because I need to know where I can dig and bury the body.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's like the one that, did I show you that one where it was like, if you had to suddenly hide a body, how would you do it? And there's a guy that responds and he goes, you know, I've been thinking about this since I was a kid, and what I would do is I would make an anonymous tip to the police about where the body is buried, but obviously not bury it there. They'll go out, they'll dig it up, they'll find out that there's no body, and then, you know, fill the dirt back in. And then after they're done doing that, I'll go and bury it where they dug. They won't be suspicious of the dirt because they know that they dug there, and they won't search there because they already did. And somebody responds, just goes, the disturbing part is you've been thinking about this since you were a kid.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, I mean, besides putting it on the internet, that's probably a pretty solid plan.
Oh, and then what was the one? I can't think of quite how it goes, right? But a person is something about, like, they want to plant tomatoes in their garden.
Oh, that one, yeah. So it was like his mom or dad or whatever wanted to plant tomatoes in the garden, but they were too old to physically be able to dig into the dirt and everything. Well, son was in prison for some mob-related crimes, so he wrote his mom or his dad or whoever, right? And he was like, yeah, so it's all buried in the backyard right by the house. And then, you know, FBI, everybody comes over, they dig up everything, and they can't find anything, so they leave. And then he writes another letter back to his mom. He's like, hey, so it should all be good and dug up for you, but now.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's good stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's just a complete joke, obviously, not like
Oh, yeah.
based on a true story.
Or still funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think if anything, if we had anything that happened this week. I don't even remember this week.
I've just had a lot of people crying in my office.
I hope they were happy tears.
No,
Beat me by one.
a lot of people just overwhelmed with the world. And we did
Oh yeah, sorry about
we didn't
that.
talk to.
Didn't mean to overshadow.
Billy beat me by one, but he was using a gun the whole time. I was using swords.
I feel like we don't really have updates because this week we actually kind of like took it easy. So we watched the show called Upload that's on Amazon. There's 2 seasons out now. We're not sure when the 3rd season is going to be out.
We've
I
seen
like
that.
that show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, we binged the whole thing. Well, I tried watching it before because I came across, like, one thing I have to say that I like about TikTok is when they show the random, like, clips from a movie or a TV show, because then I'm like, ooh, that actually looks good. I'm gonna go watch it, right? And then the whole thing isn't, like, ruined because trailers, to me, they show you way too much. I'd rather just see, like, a random scene and then be interested in it. So I had started watching it maybe like a few months ago or something, but I couldn't get into the first episode because the acting to me came off as like kind of cheesy, but I wish I had given it more time because I feel like that's not the way it is the whole way through.
Yeah.
But also it was nice because that gave us a show that we got to both watch together and hadn't seen, like neither of us had seen the show yet, so that was kind of nice, but we like binged our way through that. Like,
I think we watched the whole first season in one day.
yeah. Yeah. But that's also like, so we watched a movie called Hippopotamus. Because, yeah, it's called Hippopotamus, but it's kind of like a weird, like, psychological thriller? Is that what you would call it?
Yeah, it's a mind fuck.
Yeah, I saw a clip on TikTok for that, so we watched that movie. I wouldn't give it like a super high rating or anything, but it was alright.
Yeah, for an indie film, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's interesting. And then like also that's how I found the movie called Run. If you haven't seen that one, really, really good movie. Because I see that like clips from that movie a bunch on TikTok. Like the clip that I see is the girl is going to the pharmacist and asking what a prescription is, like, and you're kind of confused because you're like, why would the girl need to ask what her prescription is if it's her prescription, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I've seen the previews and it looks good. I didn't realize that was an actual movie or show.
Watch the movie. Watch the movie. It's so good. And what's her name is the mom that was in American Horror Story and Sarah Paulson. She's such a good actress.
Are they coming out with another season of American Horror Story?
I don't know. I stopped watching when they got to Hotel with Lady Gaga. I don't like that season.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite season either.
I'm not a vampire.
It's just not my cup of tea in general. Like that.
What, the whole show?
Yeah.
So I loved the first season. Like the first season to me is still the best no matter what. Like I just love the way that it's different stories and they all kind of tie together because it's the one house. None of the other seasons had that same, well, maybe the Asylum one. I think the Asylum got close but like wasn't quite wasn't quite there. Plus that one was like, started throwing in like all different stuff. You got newtsies, you got aliens, like, what the hell?
I think my favorite one though was Coven. Apart from
I
the first
love
one.
Coven.
That was good.
I love
so
Coven. Like, yeah, I kind of agree. I think besides the first season, that was probably my next favorite. But again, it didn't have that feel of like multiple stories that kind of weave together. But I like it just because I think, like, out of any like horror or fantastical subject, like, I like the idea of like witches and stuff better than vampires or aliens or whatever.
No, the American Horror Story, they did like a spin-off thing where it's not American Horror Story anymore. It's called something different.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it is.
Take your bloody fire! The enemy.
I know what you're talking about, but I
have no
can't.
clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
No way. Somebody
What?
already fucking got it.
What?
The fucking nuke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was like, am I hearing a train?
Locating the next hard point. Get ready.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who was it though?
Drip.
Oh, geez, it was definitely them.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Crazy. I didn't think
I don't-
anyone was going on a tear like that.
I don't know how we got on the subject, but I think I was saying right before we started streaming, I did take my medicine today, but my brain is acting like I did not, so a little extra unfocused. And also, if you see me playing with something, it's because I don't have a fidget spinner, but I probably should get one. So I'm playing with these chains.
There you go.
Anything can be a fidget spinner if you're brave enough.
I don't
Wait,
think that's the same.
I think I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it was anything is food if you're brave enough.
I still don't think that's quite right. Anything is.
Demonetization if you're brave enough, and we're just gonna leave it at that.
I was gonna say, like, anything can get you on that one show.
Dumb ways to die.
No, sex put me in the ER or
Oh.
whatever. If you're brave enough.
I swear to God, I just slipped getting out of the shower and the shampoo bottle ended up my butt.
Why even lie about it? Be proud, you know? That's like, wasn't it an episode on Scrubs that we watched lately where, because it was the ass box instead of,
Yeah.
instead of a Lost and Found. But like, they go to everyone and everyone is like, I slipped, and then the last guy's just like, I don't know, I was just curious.
Yeah.
Which one was being honest?
I know there's a guy on TikTok that he's a paramedic.
The paramedic, and he goes, no. Yeah, I love him.
Like the finger of like, come closer. No.
That's like, so do you happen to see the girl that has red, like beautiful red hair down to her ass? Like, do you get her? No, down to her ass. Like, she's very, very, famous on TikTok for her hair, and her boyfriend has like beautiful long red hair as well. She dresses up a lot for Renaissance festivals and things like that. Like, she braids her hair into crowns and stuff.
No, I don't think I've ever seen her.
Oh, well, like, for probably the first time that I've ever seen, she made like a little bit of a spicy-ish TikTok. Like, it was more insinuated than anything actually like on the screen. And so her boyfriend has like this new metal hammer that he got, but it was shaped like a fist on one end. And whatever the sound was like something about that or whatever. And then I saw in the comments somebody goes, I was waiting for the paramedic to pop up and say no.
No.
I expect it to at this point too, because like I don't get a ton of like spicy content on my For You page, but I do get the paramedic quite a lot. So anytime I see something that looks like it's going that direction, I'm like just waiting for him to pop up and tell me no.
Tell you no. Just the way he says it with like such a disappointment, like no.
Well, like it used to be, what was the one guy's name? And he would go, what?
Oh yeah, the dude with the fucking cowboy hat.
What? You know, one of the NASCAR races I went to, Justin Danger Nunley was there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
His are always funny because like he'll watch a thirst trap and then like his wife will catch him. What are you doing? Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Well, that's like that one time we saw a TikTok where it was like a girl is sitting there on her phone, her boyfriend's doing his own thing on the phone, and she goes, oh my god, look at her butt, and he looks over and she was just recording to see what he would do, and then she kind of like gives him the evil eye or whatever, and like both Alex and I were like, no, if I'm saying it, I expect you to look over at it. Like what, how can you be mad? Like if I don't want you to see something, I'm just not gonna say anything. Like you can't be mad at that. Like the one day, I found out that there was a TikTok sound where girls were like popping one boob out for the TikTok sound. Like that was, if you scroll down that sound, that's what half of them are. The rest of them are girls saying, I don't understand these girls on TikTok for doing this type thing. So it's like a half and half situation. And like, I think he was in the bathroom or taking a shower or something. And like, as soon as he comes out, I'm like, oh my god, I found this TikTok sound where girls are just pulling their boobs out. Just one of them. Because you gotta keep it, one of them classy.
Yeah, because apparently
only have
TOS
one
says
party to-
you can't show boobs, plural. So they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna put one titty out.
One boob is art.
So like I'm explaining it to him and he's like, what do you he's like, oh no, I've been seeing like the protests or what, because I guess there's protests somewhere where girls are going topless. Some other
Yeah,
country.
like they're full topless.
And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's like the sound, and girls are pulling just one out, like very obviously. And so of course I had to pull it up and show them. Like, how can I be mad at that? I'm the one who showed them.
On your six.
All right, Kodachis are done.
Bye, Kodachi.
Avada Kadachi.
Hey, Dave.
But
Remember Troy from Texas who lived across the street?
what?
Yeah.
Who lived across the street?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he just retired.
Aw.
Good for him.
27 years. It's a long time. Ugh.
Alright, so I think, what'd you decide on, Ash? You're gonna do
I don't
funny
know,
story?
some of those funny, like, they're just like little short stories, and I don't know. I just, some of them are pretty funny.
All right, what you got for us?
Okay. The first one is titled, Now That's What I Call Stupid. In my junior year of high school, I asked this guy asked me out on a date. He rented a Redbox movie and we made a pizza. We were watching the movie and the oven beeped so the pizza was done. He looks me dead in the eye and says, "This is the worst part." And then I watched this boy open the oven and pull the pizza out with his bare hand, rack and all, screaming at the top of his lungs. let's just say we never had a second date.
Yeah, I've read that one before.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
That's dedication. I feel like that deserves a second date.
I'm just
Yeah.
impressed who made it to junior year of high school.
Yeah, no, in a way, like, I don't know, the sick, twisted part of me would, like, never want to tell him, and I would just want to keep watching him do it, just to see how long it took him to figure it out.
This next one's called the fake report card. I failed the first quarter of class in middle school, so I made a fake report card, and I did this every quarter throughout that year. I forgot that they mail home the end of year report card, so my mom got it before I could intercept it with my fake. She was pissed. At the school for their error. The teacher had also just retired that year and had already thrown out all of his records. So they had to take my mother's quote-unquote proof, as in the fake one that I had made, and corrected the mistake. I've never actually told her the truth. That's just dedication.
Can't relate. I was a good student.
I was a good student because I had to be. Except for senior year of high school, then I just didn't give a crap about math and was like, bye math.
Oh, math was my shit. Like, I graduated with over a 4.0. I was 7th in my class, or 6th in my class, I can't remember.
I was at 86. Because it's kind of hard to do algebra when you're dyslexic and you already can't see letters and numbers straight.
Oh, see, the thing that brought me down was gym class, because you were only required to take gym class like the first 2 years of high school, I think. And I had mono coming out of middle school, which means you get sick all the time. But even if you're sick, like, you can't just not go to school, because then you get in trouble for missing too much school. So there were a ton of times that I would go to school not feeling great, and like, I just wouldn't get dressed for gym, and my teacher tried to fail me, so my mom went in and was like, dude, she's still recovering from mono, and he was like, oh, I didn't know, she should have said something, and I'm like, I did! Like, fucker. So he changed it from a failing grade for gym, which would have been really embarrassing, to like a C.
So I had broken my thumb in gym class my sophomore year of high school, and my teacher just told me, she was like, just suck it up, you just jammed it, you didn't break it. I'm like, nope, it is definitely broken. Like, I played basketball all through elementary, middle school. I know what a jammed finger feels like, but I did not jam my finger. It's broken. He gives me some ice, tells me to go to nurse. Nurse does the same thing, and I'm like, cool. Well, it was broken in 2 places, and let's just say I got to sit out the rest of the year in gym class, but still ended up with an A.
You want to hear the shit that happened to me that was like that?
Go for it.
So I was in kindergarten, okay? Kindergarten, very, very young child, and they were playing kickball in our gym that day, and I was at AM kindergarten. I don't know, like, if your schools did this, but we had AM and PM kindergarten, so you would only go for half a day. So I went in, you know, in the morning, and our gym was like probably one of the first things that we did. Played kickball, and some little gremlin kicked the kickball at my foot, and it sprained my ankle. So I went to the nurse to complain that like my foot and my ankle really hurt, and she was like, no, you'll be fine. So I had to stay there the rest of the day, well, the rest of the kindergarten day, so like probably 3 more hours with a sprained ankle. Had to take the bus home because they didn't call and tell my mom that I had gotten hurt. And we have a driveway, well, my parents have a driveway it's fairly long and all uphill if you're walking up from where the school bus would drop you off. So I'm like maybe a quarter, well, my mom also would meet us when we were that young. She would meet us like you know, most of the way down the driveway to walk back up with us. So she sees me basically fall off of the school bus, and she said that my ankle was swollen to the size of a cantaloupe on a kindergartner's leg. Now I'm tall. I was always tall. So like I was probably a little bit bigger than the average kindergartner, but swollen to like the size of a fucking cantaloupe. And I fell basically getting off the bus and like couldn't get back up. And so she went in there, she ripped them a new fucking asshole because she was like, why would you not call and say, if my daughter says she's hurt, you should have called me. It doesn't matter if it was that bad or not. And I think I got out of gym for the rest of that year too.
Yeah, it sucks because I broke it right before Thanksgiving. Like literally the like Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And so we had midterms right after the Thanksgiving break. Well, I'm in this cast that's casted up to like past the first knuckle of my fingers and my thumb straight up in the air, so I just look like I'm giving everybody a thumbs up. And I'm right-handed, broke my right thumb, so I can't hold a pencil to write. And I am not left-hand coordinated at all, so trying to fill in like Scantron bubbles left-handed was not working for me. And then of course you get a couple of the like tests that it's like, here's an essay question, right? A 5-paragraph summary of like your analysis of this. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? And they're like, oh, well, just try. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I got to take most of my midterms verbally, and that's the best I've ever done on any.
So you were going around giving everybody the aggressive, got it, thumbs up.
Yep. No, I was just super pissed off because I couldn't hold anything, I couldn't move anything, and it hurt me.
I've never broken a bone.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've never broken a bone. I don't plan on it.
I've broken my thumb, my wrist, and my heel.
No, but I accidentally caused my dad to break his wrist.
I apparently broke Willie's wrist.
Yeah, we all heard.
Apparently, yeah.
You did.
Allegedly.
I'm
There's
gonna
no
say,
evidence.
obviously.
Hospital.
Wait, you let it heal on its own, Billy?
Yeah.
Is it okay at this point?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my god.
It's probably okay.
Probably okay. It always kind of does this weird when I try to move it, but
It's alright.
my wrist clicks over and over. Like, I can always make my jaw click and I can always make my wrist click, but I also used to pull my own wrists out of the sockets if my mom was trying to hold my hand, which is why she put me on a leash when we went to the airport.
Leash kid.
I'm gonna own it. I don't care. I'm fine with being a leash kid. When we go up to my parents' house, I have to find the picture and show it to you.
Man, dude, these double kills with this fucking RPG is rough.
Okay, so this next one, I went to this girl's party the week after she beat the shit out of my friend. While everyone was getting trashed, I went around putting tuna fish in all of the curtain rods. So for weeks after, they still couldn't figure out why their house smelled like festering death. They caught me through this video they caught me through this video because these guys at the party were singing Beyonce while in the background I'm standing there with a can of tuna. I can't
kind of wait for it too if it wasn't for social media.
Exactly.
See, this is why the 90s were so much better. Even if somebody had taken a video, it would have been like 1 megapixel, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
I just don't even want to think of that smell.
Yeah, I can't stand fishy smell, so that would really bother me.
UAV standing by. Copy that. UAV is set. Tiger 3-1.
Ah! No!
Impact. Go ahead.
It's so hot in here tonight. Kinda miss winter. Never thought I would say that.
You miss winter?
Only for when we have, like, everything on for streaming, because, like, during the day, if we're just in here and doing, like, regular stuff, the room doesn't get that hot. It's the combination of the lights, the computers, the everything being on makes it, like, so hot. So much hotter in here. The air conditioner just can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
You want the warm? I mean, I like summer, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, summer came early here. It already broke 100.
Gross.
Yeah, wasn't it yesterday I sent the picture of 107?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
I do not miss
Okay.
that about living in the South.
It's fine.
Now, technically,
because it's way less humid.
technically though, it was 107 as soon as I started my car, and as I drove, it dropped down to 100. So it really wasn't as bad.
No, it hit 103 that day though. So
I think
Yeah.
today was supposed to be the worst.
it's either today or tomorrow.
At least y'all aren't getting all the. Are you guys getting the smoke coming down from Canada?
No.
We had like a touch of it one day, but like
Yeah, then
So
we
they're
had like
freezing
heavy
it.
rains, and then it took care of it.
Amanda, it's just the way it is. Like when you have to sit still at a computer and you have AC on, it doesn't matter what it's set to, it's gonna feel like it's freezing cold. Like we keep our apartment at 74 most of the time, and I'm still usually curled up in a blanket because I need to move around more.
Oh, conspiracy theory time for Billy. Have you seen the
Yep.
the conspiracy theories rolling around about the U.S. was secretly nuked, and that's what actually a lot of that smoke from Canada is, and the massive sonic boom that a lot of people heard up in the Northeast.
No, I did not hear that one.
Yeah.
But it's just one thing that's kind of funny was I want to
But
say
where?
a couple weeks prior to these wildfires breaking out. Do you remember the one that I was talking about? The random one that I found that had like no purpose of like how the U.S. was trying to just randomly destroy the forest of Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with toilet paper or something.
Yeah.
It's because not enough people get bidets.
So my phone has officially glitched to the point where, so I have like I was looking at the weather to see like, oh, what's next week gonna look like temperature-wise. And it says today, high, low of 63, high of 83, with a 60% chance of snow.
What?
It literally has a little snow icon, and it says 60% chance of snow.
Okay.
That's like the guy on Family Feud that said that what's likely to happen during a summer storm, and he said snow.
I love the one where it's like the Marine and the other guy, and it's just like, what are the top 7 reasons? Oh, it was the 7 doors. It was like, using the 7 doors, what would you use to describe your wife? And the guys just shook their heads and were like, I'm not answering that one.
Happy is the only right answer there.
I would be okay with sleepy.
Or bashful.
Was there one called hungry? Because that would also be me.
Whatever you do,
And
don't
then-
say dopey.
And then the 8th dwarf, horny, you know.
Oh fuck, I slid too far.
But no, this one was it's the old Family Feud, and it's a pretty classic one where he goes, name an animal that's got 3 letters in his name.
Yeah.
And the first guy says frog, the second guy says alligator, and I'm like, you don't know that alligator's name could be Bob? You don't
never know.
Okay.
Impact. Go ahead.
For some reason, I'm blanking on any other 3-letter name.
Cat, dog.
No, not of animals, like people names.
Oh.
Joy,
Todd.
Todd. Well, I spell Todd with
Bob.
2 D's.
Double E.
Todd. Tim. Gray.
Gray?
Yeah, like Tristan Grayson.
Yeah, but that's more than 3
no,
letters.
3 letters. You're just as bad as the people of the fucking Family Feud.
Shit, that's gonna be a TikTok, isn't it?
Yep.
She just hit the button.
Oh god, I am so tired today.
Me too. Actually considered a nap.
Yeah, it's 6:30.
Well, you know, I thought it was Saturday, okay? I didn't know what was going on.
Please keep friendly UAV on station. Friendly UAV online.
Double kills with the RPG are not as easy as I thought they'd be.
No.
Billy,
Yeah.
are you using Last Stand?
I somehow am.
What a
We don't-
bitch.
Like,
We
I
don't allow
I
that
made a
in this
new-
family.
I made a new perk tree and I didn't get a chance to edit it.
Excuses, excuses.
Pretty much. I'm sorry, I'll get better.
So the AC in our building went out, and it's hot as heck, and it's just, it makes you so much more tired at the end of the day.
Copy
It's
that.
so hot.
UAV advised. Our counter UAV is active.
I was totally prepared for it. You're the Air Force, you're used to it. Try being in the Army in a ditch with a laptop from the 70s.
I mean, as long as you know it, I don't have to say it.
Just remember, when we go TDY together, that I'll be in the hotel and you can set your tent up in the parking lot.
Sweetheart, did you forget I'm a recruiter now? I'll be in that hotel too.
Isn't TDY like that frozen yogurt shop?
No,
Exactly.
no.
Our
I was trying to think of something else and I drew a blank. It's like, I know what it is, but you know that whole thing where
It
it's like you just
stands for
continue.
that damn yogurt.
I need more rocket.
mortar strike incoming.
Somebody kill me. Thanks.
For some reason, I was looking for you like I could actually kill you.
This
We're not
isn't
playing
hardcore.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, so you mentioned conspiracy theory. What about the one that the submarine thing was like the new Harambe, and we're either
reset the
back in
timeline.
we're either back in the old timeline or we're in a completely new timeline now.
No, I didn't hear that
Yeah.
one.
So the girl that said that we're back in the original time frame, it's because what was the first one? The Dog of Wisdom is a trending sound on TikTok right now. Something else, and then the Harlem Shake was really popular back then, and now we have the Grimace Shake. I don't know if you guys have seen any of those.
They're fucking stupid.
So basically, McDonald's came out with this thing called the Grimace Shake to celebrate Grimace's birthday. I don't know how it was marketed by McDonald's, but people on TikTok are basically getting the shake, drinking it, and then all of a sudden it cuts to like some really weird shit happening. Like they're like basically spitting out the shake and like kind of laying there like they're, you know, being unalived. So they compared that to the Harlem Shake, for one because it ends in shake, but also because everything seems normal, and then it just cuts to like something really like off the wall.
Huh.
I don't remember what the other thing was though.
Isn't there something with that actual shake though? Like, isn't in classic McDonald's fashion, like, isn't there like some kind of weird chemical compound in it?
I'm pretty sure everything from McDonald's is just
It's all
chemical.
lab grown. No actual meat.
No, but speaking of the submarine, there's people that believe that it's all made up. You know how, like, you know, there's the conspiracy theorists that are just everything on the news is to distract you from really what's going on. And when they were talking about how they could hear them knocking, and it's like, okay, well, there's actual audio recordings of knocking in the ocean. What was it? Because it wasn't the sub.
Yeah.
Because it imploded like what, a couple hours in?
Yeah. Once it hit critical or crush depth, it was done. Like that's what like people are like, oh, they're down there stuck on the bottom of the ocean for days without any oxygen or food, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, if they're on the bottom of the ocean floor, not alive. It done crushed them.
Yeah.
So, I just, now, since we've been on this topic of conspiracy theories, I just looked up a list of the best 30 conspiracy theories.
The best
Okay,
30.
just-
All right.
Just try to keep the like political stuff to a minimum.
Oh, absolutely.
Contacts and secure the perimeter.
So,
I don't know why I'm telling you when like literally your job tells you you have to do that.
Listen, how do you really feel about
Secure the
Biden?
lead.
All right, I'm done.
Hey, I can say it.
Yeah,
You and me can say it, Billy.
Yeah, y'all can answer that one. Ash and I are like it's our commander in chief.
okay, so this one says that Disney, like the company, created Frozen as a distraction. People have long discussed the conspiracy that Walt Disney used cryogenics technology to freeze himself
I know
if
this
he
one.
died, even though the Disney family refutes this claim. However, a new theory is that the Walt Disney Company created Frozen as a way to hack Google's search algorithm to distract consumers from finding the information about late Walt Disney's possible Frozen procedures.
Yeah, because now if you type in Disney Frozen, you'll get Elsa and Anna, and you won't get things about Disney taking off his head and freezing himself. Don't worry, us
that doesn't
90s
sound
kids
like-
can tell you about it.
That doesn't sound like a conspiracy theory. That sounds like an awesome, like, marketing campaign.
Ow.
I mean, it is kind of a genius thing to, you know, screw up that search.
Oh man. Now I really want to make a political joke because I think it would be funny, but I'll save it.
So there's another conspiracy theory that the Illuminati's headquarters is inside the Denver International Airport.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because that airport's super fucking creepy, and also apparently, like, what is it? It's like a lot bigger than it seems like it is, like, because there's underground parts to it and stuff like that.
So part of that theory is that there's no way that airport could have been built so rapidly for the size that it actually is. And then a lot of the murals have alleged Illuminati symbolism in all of them. Yeah.
But what doesn't? Like, you can literally find that shit in anything. You can find it in, what's that kid's cartoon? Gravity Falls?
Kilo inbound.
I mean, what is that?
So
Gravity Falls?
the whole phenomenon about finding things in everything phenomena is
Unique. I'm bored.
it's that
Fire
like
hurts.
once you know about something, you're gonna start looking for it. It's just that it was always there to begin with. It's just now it's like, oh, I know to look for the compass and hammer, blah blah blah, or whatever. I don't know. Wait, no, the compass. That's the Masons.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as like if your friend says to you like, oh man, I only ever use Charmin toilet paper, and then all of a sudden your phone starts showing you ads for Charmin toilet paper. Like, it's not necessarily that it was listening to it definitely was listening to you, but it's not necessarily that it was listening to you, it's you're noticing it because you heard it. Like, that stuff happens to me all the time where it'll be the first time that I ever hear about, like, I was thinking about this the other day because in something we were watching, they said something about eating shawarma. In fact, that might have been an upload. And I was like, you know what? Like, I had never heard of this food called shawarma until the Iron Man or Avengers or whichever end scene it was. And it's like ever since then, now I'll pick it out when people say shawarma because it was like that was the moment that I remember hearing it for the first time. But I would bet my life that somebody said it before then. It's just that I'm like, so is everybody saying shawarma because of the Avengers end scene, or is it just that I pick up on it because that's what it makes me think of?
So, if you do some of that, I think you're definitely correct with it. But as I understand it, it has to do with advertising cycles and targeted advertising in the sense of, you know, this age group between this age group is going to be consuming these sort of items, and you get that. But also, because of what Facebook and social media have permissions to do, I've realized like things like that, coincidental and sometimes not coincidental. Actually, at my last job, just because people would buy something like flashy or over the top, and then all of a sudden that's all you'd see.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you.
They're definitely not listening. They're not listening.
I'll tell you that there was so there was a guy who started getting paper mail advertisements from Target that was like for the expecting mother in the household, right? So it was addressed like to his household, to the address, right? And so he takes it to his wife and he's like, this is weird. Have you been looking up anything on like Target's website that would cause this or whatever? And the wife's like, no. And you know, like, I'm too old to have kids and whatever. So they go to the daughter and she's like, I haven't been looking at anything, right? Well, come to find out, the daughter didn't even know, but she was pregnant. And the things that she was searching online led Target to figure out she was pregnant before she even knew she was pregnant and started sending ads based on the other stuff she was searching online. So I can only imagine it would be like, you know, one morning it's like, I'm feeling a little nauseous. Let me type into Google, like, oh, what do I do if I feel like a little nauseous in the morning? And then something else, like, she's like, you know, oh, let me look at pickles and ice cream type of thing. And then all of a sudden Target's like, oh, got a pregnant bitch over here. Let me send her some ads.
We got a live one.
But like, that's just kind of crazy, right?
I was pregnant. Freaking Facebook. All my ads were for alcohol. I'm like, you sick bastard.
Well, I wish TikTok would get their advertisements a little bit better because they are still showing me Bumble ads. Like, I am
Yeah, I get
happily
Bumble ads. I get Plenty of
taken.
Fish ads, which I forgot Plenty of Fish was a thing. I didn't know it still existed.
Well, they do say there's plenty of fish in the sea, so
There are.
The one thing that I get that
Securing Charlie.
I just don't understand why. It's like how to pick up chicks. It's like, what? How did we get here? Like,
You be married.
I don't know. I keep getting the one where she goes, I had to run out of the shower to tell you guys this, and I'm like, no, you didn't, bitch. You did not you weren't on Bumble in the shower and had to come fucking run out and tell
Maybe
us
she was
about
taking
it.
pictures for Bumble in the shower.
Maybe.
all right.
That's dangerous to have your phone in the shower, I'm just gonna say, unless you
there's a
got some
lot of
rice
them.
around.
Oh, speaking of phones, did y'all hear what the EU just passed? And it's like really, really
Standing by.
detrimental for tech companies, but will be really great for the consumer.
What?
No.
All electronics produced after I think tomorrow, I think it goes into effect tomorrow, have to have removable and replaceable batteries.
Ooh, I love that. I want that back. That's
Yes.
one thing that I really hate that they did.
Yeah.
But you know why tech companies did it? Honestly, it was to protect themselves because people are like, I'm too cheap to buy an actual Samsung battery. I'm gonna get this one off of wish.com and then wonder why my phone blows up 2 days later. Like, it kind of makes sense. And it might not even be necessarily phone manufacturers, but like phone companies who like you get your insurance or whatever through.
Well, so they were addressing that. They're like, well, what about, because I forget what I was listening to earlier today that brought it up, but
Objective Bravo.
it might have been yesterday.
All objectives. We have
Anyway, they were talking about that, and they're like, well, a lot of it, a lot of the phone manufacturers are going to be like, well, now your phone's not going to be guaranteed waterproof because it's not one sealed unit, blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, well, they're just going to have to re-engineer to produce the current standard of almost every phone out there is waterproof. And then people are like, well, what about replacing the battery with like off-brand? And they're like, well, if you do that and something happens, then it voids your warranty. But they're like, phones really just switched to this because if you think about it, right, you can't replace the battery if the battery goes out. That's what mostly goes out first on phones, right? They're like, battery goes out, you got to buy a whole nother $1,500 fucking phone. It's all about money.
Yeah. Amanda said she gets TikTok shop promos for the viral bralette crop top. Yeah, that would not hold up anything on me, so.
My
I'm getting a lot of
TikTok-
Shein lately too.
Ooh. Mine lately have been all of the the women who go on like TikTok Live, and they're like, buy these wigs, and then it's like
I get
every
those
other
too.
week. It's been ridiculous.
So, I hate it when like, and this, for some reason it tends to happen on the days that we go to do our laundry. I guess because those are the days I just sit there on TikTok for a lot longer. But I will get one video where it's somebody threading eyebrows, right? Or like doing the eyebrow stuff. And I just like, I get sucked into it because they're putting the lines on the face and I'm like, oh, it's kind of satisfying just to sit there and watch them put the little lines on the face and then they clean up the eyebrows and they do whatever. And then the whole rest of the day, I get nothing but fucking eyebrow TikToks. So I'm like, I really don't care about eyebrows this much, okay?
You sure about that?
I am sure about that. I would rather get the freaking ear cleaning out TikToks than the eyebrow ones.
Oh my gosh. I went to the ear, nose, and throat doctor on Monday, and she looked in my right ear and was like, ooh, you got some wax in there. Homegirl pulled out a chunk that was like the size of my thumbnail.
She pulled out a fucking candle, didn't she?
She did. Like,
Did,
I could definitely survive like a whole 4 minutes with it.
Did she record a TikTok for me to watch?
No, but I did take a picture of my wad of earwax.
Nice.
No, that content doesn't make itself.
No, but I probably should have asked for the video when they like stuck the freaking camera up my nose.
I bought one of those little, whatchamacallit, like the little camera things that you can stick in your ear. And then I was like, man, my ears are so clean. This is boring.
I want to know what the inside of Billy's ears look like.
The inside of what?
The inside of your ears.
Yeah, we might need to.
Alright, fuck it.
So, if you wear headsets a lot or earbuds a lot, you're going to have a higher earwax because essentially your ears produce more wax when you're hot by wearing headphones and shit like that.
When you're hot, so I probably have a lot, right?
Yeah, that's why my ears are perfectly clean.
I know it's really bad, so don't take this as advice, but I use Q-tips every single day. But I also know how to use Q-tips, so I'm not like jamming it down into my earball. Like, I go around the outside and clean it, and I don't push anything in.
Oh, I just push it in until it won't go any further, and then I give it a good old tap until I hear a pop, and that's how I know it's good.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, you definitely gotta treat it like childhood trauma and just push it in there and suppress.
Let it happen.
You gotta add a little twist in
I
there
might have
too.
different childhood trauma.
I got you.
Ah, thanks, homie.
Thought you said you were taking off last stand, you fucking liar.
I didn't have
Did
time.
anyone-
Actually, I forgot.
Has anyone? Why is the helicopter upside down on my map? Oh, did anyone else see that apparently you can upload TikToks as 18 plus now?
Oh, interesting.
But I wonder if that means that you can actually say things that normally would be muted or taken down if you choose that. Or if it's kind of like, so with Twitch, you can do that 18 plus, but honestly, the rules are no different. Like, the rules are the same either way. It's more of a courtesy for your viewers to let them know what they're coming into, but the rules are the same either way, right?
Yeah.
About language and stuff. So I wonder if it's kind of like that with the TikToks, where it's like, you still can't say this stuff, but like they
It's gonna,
won't
like, more kind
serve
of
your
targeted.
stuff. Yeah, they won't serve your stuff up to children's. But like, who's really putting in their real fucking year on there anyway? I don't know. I haven't looked into it at all. I just happened to notice it the other day.
I would probably notice it if I posted more TikToks.
Yeah, I knew you hadn't, because you haven't uploaded anything.
He's uploaded one.
2.
2.
Ooh, there's a second.
Yeah, I just meant he hasn't done it since the last one.
It's been a month, so he needs to make another one.
Yeah, you do.
Think about it.
You know, you could share your girlfriend on there. Show her off to the world.
I hit share post,
Securing objective.
but that doesn't count as me posting one,
UAV is exiting the objective Bravo secure.
right?
What? I don't understand what you're
You
trying
said
to say.
share yours.
No, I'm saying
He wants
like
me to make a TikTok about her.
post your girlfriend. Show me off to the world, you know?
Well, if I do that, how's Ryan Reynolds gonna know that I secretly love him?
It's not very secret.
It's true.
Well, I
Oh,
haven't
dude,
seen
this
you
whole
make a
fucking
video
team-
saying that you want Ryan Reynolds to notice you.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Hold on, I actually have that one.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
I'm doing awful tonight.
That was probably the worst Wilson I've ever done because
Half the team
the
left.
chopper gunner was out.
Half the team left. Yeah, there's a chopper gunner out, my VTOL was up, and you're driving around in a wheelie, and the other team fucking left. You see, there's 3 players.
I was gonna say, Amanda, I haven't seen a TikTok from you in a minute.
I'm gonna start putting TikToks back out there.
You should.
Do it.
Like the only reason why I did like even create a TikTok back in the day was when I was selling cars and I just did super cool stuff with it. But I really don't know what kind of content I really want to put out there, and that's the only reason why I haven't put anything out there.
I didn't put content out all week.
The TikTok gods are gonna punish you for it.
Oh no. But it's okay. I never get more than 250 views, anyways.
Well, that's what was crazy. Like even with my TikTok account,
Take off last stand.
I had like. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Hang on, I want to check my camo
All right, here, I'll
progress.
back us all out real quick so it doesn't throw us.
Got it. I'm good.
All right.
Did that just say I already have gold on this and I'm still using the damn thing?
Halfway done.
Oh my god, I got gold on this.
Oh, you're almost
X9.
platinum on it. Might as well just keep doing. Oh, you got to unlock a couple more gold guns to unlock the platinum.
Yeah, but I can move on to the M16.
M16.
75 kills to go on the MX9 to complete the platinum. And it is a grind, to say the least.
Oh yeah. All right. You good with your weapon, buddy?
See,
Okay. I'm gonna throw us in hardcore. 'Cause I gotta get headshots.
Pew pew.
so
Alright. What's the next thing?
well, it's
Okay.
funny that you said something about getting Shein ads because I came across this TikTok which I sent to the girls, the girl group, and it was a girl saying something about did you know that you can, I don't know how she put it, but it was something about basically like you can wear a sundress with fishnets and the girl looks super fucking cute, and it was like this little black sunflower sundress and she had on fishnets, and I sent it to the girls and I was like, I want to be this, so I had to order some stuff from Shein. And it's gonna get here. It's gonna get here in like a week and a half. I hate supporting Shein, but I had a coupon, and I used some of my PayPal money from being paid out from Twitch, so I only spent like $30 on like 12 different things of clothes, so couldn't really help myself.
I've never purchased something from Shein.
Well, don't do it. It's bad, and you're a bad person if you do it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Colonel Bunny, ma'am.
I'm
where's
okay
the other
with-
team?
I'm okay with being a bad person. My soul was damned a long time ago. It's okay.
You have one? You still
No.
have one? Oh, like I don't.
No.
I got one.
I sold that shit a long time ago.
So, I've only purchased one thing from Shein ever, and it was that. I forget the occasion, but we were all supposed to wear like this one outfit that was absolutely ridiculous, the Dijon Teddy outfit.
Oh my god!
So I have this. I ordered this. It's like poop brown colored sweat shorts.
Is it
And this,
Dijon
like,
mustard
shirt-
colored? Is that why it's called Dijon?
No, so
Okay.
Addie, when she was little, she had this outfit that we all referred to as Dijon Teddy because it looked like some supermodel quality stuff for a baby. It was absolutely absurd.
It was
But anyways.
these zip-up footy pajamas where the toes, like the foot part, looked like little teddy bears, and it was like mustard yellow colored.
Okay.
It looked like some pretty premium stuff. And anyways,
You almost ran in front of my gun.
I know. That's how I roll. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're in hardcore now, so don't do that.
Living life
Yeah.
on the edge.
Living life in the fast lane. But anyways, I ordered this outfit. Oh, it was Addie's birthday that me, Bree, and a couple other people were all gonna wear the same outfit that they found on Shein. And I didn't realize that they were just playing, and I was like full set, like this is the thing, this is gonna be awesome. And
That's
I ordered
me.
this thing, and it's literally like like I said, this poopy brown draw like sweat shorts, like, but the shirt is awesome. It's like two-tone vertical stripe. It has a teddy bear on one side and a completely different design on the other. It is the most comfortable shirt I've ever like put on myself. It's amazing, but I can't find an excuse to wear it. Like I have a couple times, but it's not something you can ever just wear out.
The thing I hate about Shein is that most of the stuff that's like the really low price, like affordable clothes, are the ones that feel disgusting on your body. Like they're basically made out of plastic and they just don't, like they don't fucking feel good. But some stuff from there isn't bad. I just really hate supporting it. I hate supporting Shein.
Enemy UAV active.
Now, what is the deal with supporting it? Like, just because I'm in the dark of any bad stuff about them.
I mean, it's like, so to me, it's either you can buy from Shein and know that your stuff is coming from like Chinese sweatshops and wherever else the sweatshops are, or you can buy from like other stores and convince yourself that they're not made in sweatshops, but they probably still are. So
100%.
it's just, do you want to like directly support sweatshops or feel okay about
Indirectly.
yourself?
Well, see, that's the funny thing is like, you see all these like celebrities are like, oh my gosh, we can't support this because it's, you know, child slave labor, blah blah blah, and then they're walking around with like high-end fashion name brands that has been known to be running sweatshops. They're still doing it. Like, come on.
I don't mean to laugh, but every time I think about sweatshops, I think about the Glass Onion movie, and she's like, well, yeah, I was making
yeah.
sweatshirts. Of course they're gonna be made in a sweatshop.
By the way, if y'all haven't seen Glass Onion or Knives Out, definitely watch them both.
Oh
I
my
haven't seen
God.
them. But
It's really
these
weird,
guys are
'cause
doing this.
You have
sorry,
James
go ahead.
Bond. It's really weird because like James Bond is speaking in a Cajun Creole accent.
Okay.
This is the wrong map to try to get long shot headshots with my pistol.
The other thing too with the Billy is like, it goes with the whole like supporting our own economy versus like supporting other countries' economy. But again, even if you buy stuff that says made in the US, a lot of times it's not really. So it's like, it's so hard to get away from it. It's just, again, do you want to directly support it by knowing that it's coming from there and the money is going to China? Or do you want to feel good about yourself by thinking that you're buying something made in America? So that's basically what it comes down to.
Enemy UAV active.
But also a lot of people have an issue with it because it's fast fashion, and fast fashion is most likely to be clothes you'll wear a couple of times and then it ends up in a landfill, which is not great for the environment. So a lot of people also have issues with Shein because it's not sustainable, and it's not manufactured in a way that's good for the environment. I'm just letting him know what the issues that other people have with it.
But the world's gonna die long after I'm dead, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's very boomer of you.
I was gonna say that's some lovely boomer logic.
Mission compromised.
boomer.
We've been defeated.
Yeah, but okay, so y'all say that's lovely boomer logic, but then you have all the younger kids, the millennials, and all that other shit to be like, oh, you need to drive an EV to save the environment. Do you know how bad harvesting lithium is for the fucking environment?
Not a non-renewable resource, first off, and by the way, the motors deteriorate at a pretty rapid rate.
Were you playing last round?
Yeah, I was trying to get headshots with the pistol the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled a bunny.
Rude.
Ooh. No, honestly, that team was like doing this weird rotation of like camping the little, I don't know, conference area and the bar area. I don't know.
All right. Do we have more conspiracy theories, Ash?
You said there was 30.
I think we did 2. And then I just went off on my rant.
Did we even get to 2? I thought we just completely derailed.
No, we got a couple of. There was one that says that the moon isn't actually there; it's just a projection.
That's false. We would not have tides if it wasn't for the moon.
And then there was another one that said that the center of the Earth is actually hollow and it is not actually a solid core.
I thought it was made out of chocolate.
It's made out of
It's made out of
molten lava.
cheese.
No, the moon's made out of cheese, and the Earth is made out of chocolate. So if you put them both in a fondue pot, separate fondue pots preferably, it would be a delicious meal for the universe giants.
Objective Alpha secure.
If Mars is red, maybe it's the salami and we just live on a charcuterie board.
Ooh. Alright, so now we have to figure out what each planet is, because now I'm just convinced that our galaxy is a giant charcuterie board, and we're just being prepared for the universe giants. So, alright, my very enthusiastic mother, well,
Friendly UAV online.
the sun is,
UAV standing
I was
by.
gonna say the sun is obviously, and then I was like, wait, I don't know what it obviously is.
I feel like the sun has to be like an extra sharp cheddar.
Back. Securing Alpha.
I don't know, because I would think the sun would be more like a beverage, like a sparkling beverage. We can't call it champagne because
It's
not
a mimosa.
Hostile
It's
UAV in the
Fanta.
area.
Orange Fanta.
It's a mimosa.
It could be because COVID, Corona. There's a Corona with the sun. I think you're onto something.
I still think that that whole thing was really stupid. Like, it just shows that.
COVID? Yeah.
I didn't, no. Well, I mean, yes, COVID, but like the whole thing with Corona's sales plummeting because people actually associated Corona with the coronavirus.
We are moving to idiocracy faster than anybody could have ever planned.
Yeah. I mean, look at how many people are wearing Crocs.
Yeah.
Objective Charlie is compromised. Get it
Really?
back.
Why do you gotta be hurtful? I'm not wearing Crocs because they get the wrong size.
I'm not the one who chose Crocs for the movie, okay?
Yeah.
They
So
called them idiot shoes.
Hostile
yeah,
UAV
the costume designer for the movie was told she needed to find some shoes that are
have to be
absolutely
cheap?
horrendous and cheap that everybody will be wearing because they're too stupid and no quality.
And at that point, Crocs was not a big company, so they were like, oh, well, we'll just put these on, and who knew that they were gonna blow up and become this huge thing. But apparently, the person who made a TikTok about it recently, because I had heard about it a while ago, but then somebody recently brought it up and made a TikTok about it. They are actually like a big fan of Crocs, and when they put out the TikTok about that happening with Idiocracy, Crocs sent them like a free pair with, I don't remember what like the little things that, whatever, the little pin things you put them in or whatever. I don't know. They're flare, the little Croc flare.
securing
They're
Alpha.
called giblets.
You 32 pieces
That's
of flair.
disgusting.
No,
I never
giblets
wanna hear
are-
that again.
Are the parts of the bird that you deep fry.
Or you make into like
Giblet.
gravy. You put it giblets.
Giblets and gizzards.
What's a giblet?
Enemies taking Bravo.
Oh, it's
It's
a giblet?
disgusting.
It's still stupid. It
That
doesn't matter
reminds
how you
me
say it.
of the neighbor on Full House.
Gibby?
Kimmy Gibbler.
Gibbler.
Oh yeah, so the sun is gonna be some kind of beverage.
We're taking
My-
Charlie.
What's the innermost one? Mercury?
Mercury.
We're taking
So it's no, that's really hot. So that would be like a little hot pepper or something.
Ooh, what about hot honey?
Yeah, some hot honey on the charcuterie board. And then my very Venus.
Our
I don't even
UAV is
remember what
orbiting
color
the area.
Venus is.
I thought it was like yellowy orange. Well, I'm also probably a little bit what's the word, like Sailor Moon is kind of affecting my brain. like what color the planets would be. Influencing.
Alpha secure.
Venus is kind of like it kind of looks like Mars a little bit, but a
Friendly
little bit more
airstrike in
yellow.
the AO. Securing
Yeah.
objective Charlie.
That's right. So Sailor Moon did teach me something.
I don't know.
All objectives secure.
Venus could
Hold
be
what
like
you
a
got.
mustard of some kind.
A hot mustard.
Why are they all just sauces? Like maybe Venus wants to be more than that.
Enemies taking Alpha.
Because I mean, you think about it, like you're gonna get to Mars, and Mars is definitely like hard salami, and then
Yeah, I agree with that one.
you get over to Jupiter, and Jupiter is definitely like a pepperoni.
It's where men get more stupider.
True. Story checks out.
Securing Alpha.
Saturn is definitely like a Swiss cheese.
Well, yeah, because the rings.
Right.
Objective Alpha.
Uranus is blue.
You're right.
So is Mars.
No, it's not.
Sorry, I forgot yours is bleach.
You forgot you're talking to a bunch of children here.
Charlie is compromised.
Sorry,
Dude, I'm
Uranus.
getting stomped out of this match. Alright, sorry, continue.
Uranus is light blue,
No,
and
no.
UAV overhead.
Call it its
We
name.
control Charlie.
Uranus
Objective Bravo is compromised.
is the light blue, and Neptune is dark blue. And then, are we including Pluto?
Yes, Pluto
Yes.
will always be a planet. I don't care what NASA says.
And then
The Plutonians love you if you call it a planet.
That's true. I learned that from
We
Rick and
control
Morty.
Bravo.
Yeah, that's me too. That's why I said it.
Planet.
Okay.
Jerry Smith, Earth scientist. What?
I feel like Pluto would be like the grapes on the charcuterie board that get forgotten about because they were actually a little too old to go onto the charcuterie board.
Yes.
So like you look at them and you're like, I can feel it mushing in my mouth before I even put it in my mouth, so I'm not even gonna touch it.
Enemy securing Bravo.
So then, what are we making? I feel like Neptune and Uranus need to be like crackers.
Well, I'm pretty sure we already decided Uranus is a chocolate starfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with you.
Okay, then Neptune could be a water cracker.
What?
So hard water? So ice?
A water cracker is like a cracker that's just made with like water and flour. It's like a hardtack.
I'd actually prefer if you didn't talk about my people like that.
Yeah, seriously.
Water crackers.
I am self-loathing, but
We go by mermaids now, okay.
Has captured 2 objectives.
Okay.
White mermaids.
Secure.
So sun is a bubbly orange beverage.
Orange Fanta?
Mercury, orange Fanta. Mercury is hot honey. Venus is hot mustard.
We're losing Alpha.
We didn't discover or determine what the Earth is.
Hostile
No, we
overwatch
didn't
is
discover the
Charlie.
Earth. Some people
Objective
long
Alpha
before
is
us did.
compromised. Get it back. Enemy UAV overhead.
Discuss the Earth.
Well, I feel what is the normal charcuterie board? You get your cheeses,
Meats, cheese, and
your meatses,
sometimes fruits.
sometimes fruitses,
Sometimes nuts.
sometimes you feel like a nut.
Well, okay,
Sometimes
so
you
then Earth would be the blueberry.
We got those grapes, you know, with Pluto at the end there.
Hey,
got any grapes?
Oh, the mushy grapes that nobody wants to eat?
Get
Exactly.
after him. Securing objective
well,
Alpha.
the moon is cheese.
Yeah, the moon is.
Oh, we gotta do the moons too?
Well, no, our moon.
Earth moon.
Baby bells.
Securing objective
Wow,
Bravo.
delicious.
They really are.
They're not my cup
Bravo
of tea.
secure.
What? Oh my. Oh,
You wear socks to sleep. You don't like Baby Bell?
UAV is orbiting the
You a
area.
communist?
No.
I did see her wear red the other day. I didn't actually. That's a lie.
I mean, my
We're
blanket's
taking
red.
Alpha.
I saw her wear
Enemy took
army green. I don't know what's the color of that called.
Oh, it's just like my
Spice
uniform.
brown.
It's just like my uniform because the Air Force had to steal something again.
No, it is
Secure
different. Every what is it? Every third
securing
or
objective
every
Alpha.
fourth downward
It's every third.
facing every
Securing
third
objective
downward
Bravo.
facing L on the pattern is flipped up on the Air Force's pattern. That's why we can't call it OCP. We have to call it
Enemy holds 2 objectives.
Down with
Secure those
OCP.
positions.
Tiger Strike or something like that.
Yes, and Ice Ice Baby and Under Pressure are totally different beats too.
Yeah, because Under Pressure is like do 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 do, and his is like do 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 do. You know, there's a difference there.
So
I
the
can
reason
rap almost
as
all
I
day
understand
long.
it, is because the army doesn't actually own the camo. They lease the right to use it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Army doesn't own shit. We just pay people for shit to use it for the time being.
And then the Air Force was just like, well, let's just do our own, and it's exactly the same, but it's like Ash was saying, it's every third or fourth dark
Wait,
brown
you're getting
pattern
paid?
that downward slopes goes up on the Air Force uniform.
All right, I feel like we've gotten so far off track. What's the next conspiracy theory
Yeah.
besides the galaxy being a giant charcuterie board?
Oh, I gotta pull the list back up. I got distracted trying to remember what the planets were.
It's my very enthusiastic mother.
There's actually 12.
Just now. Oh shit! My very enthusiastic mother.
Do you guys know that? There's actually 12 planets in our solar system.
There's actually a lot of planets.
I mean, yes, you are not wrong. But there's actually like what is it? There's 3 dwarf planets within our solar
Oh.
system.
Just served us 9 pizzas is the one that we learned.
I don't know that one.
Well, what did you learn in school for how to remember
Please
the planet?
excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
That's
and
goodness.
That's
mitochondria
PEMDAS.
is no, and the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, I learned that. But TikTok
was
said
a,
that's wrong.
It actually is
we
wrong.
were at trivia when we lived in Texas one night, and one of the questions was, what is the powerhouse of the cell? And I mean, you got a bunch of like late 20, early 30.
Oh, this is Search and
like,
Destroy.
young people.
I didn't realize this was in here.
Yeah, I don't play search. I'm just gonna go die. Thank you.
And they're like reading off the answers at the end, and our buddy Jace just goes, and the powerhouse of the cell is, and everyone just screams mitochondria.
But it's not anymore. What's that? What's the thing where it's like a reticulated? What is-
Reticulated python?
No. I don't know. You got those conspiracies up, or you want me to pull them up?
No, I got some. There's a whole conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney is actually dead.
You've won that
Paul
round.
McCartney's
Get ready
still
for the
alive?
next one.
Yeah, he's still touring. But apparently there was a whole conspiracy theory that in November of 1966 he got
Search and destroy.
that he got into a car accident after getting into an argument with the other
All
Beatles.
strasser, defend the objectives.
But he's not.
Most of the time, if you tell me that a celebrity is either dead or alive, like, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, cause I don't fucking keep up with that shit. I don't know.
There's a lot of conspiracies about COVID-19 and 5G.
Yeah, maybe skip over those.
There's a conspiracy theory that birds aren't real.
No, that is
They're not.
not a conspiracy theory. Birds are not real.
Proven fact.
Just like pandas are not real. Those are just drunk Chinese children in costumes.
This one's so it says,
Victory
birds
secure.
aren't
Be
real
ready to win
conspiracy
again.
is a movement developed by Peter McNoyd who started spreading the idea in 2017 until December of 2021, interviewed in the New York Times, he stayed in character as a true believer, insisting the media interviews and the online that birds aren't real, but rather they are just surveillance drones made by the government.
I've actually seen surveillance drones that are made to look like eagles, so you know, just saying.
Did you guys know the Earth is flat?
Yeah, it's not sparkling, so it's flat.
Did you know that the oceans are just a soup?
Good soup.
A fish soup?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Feel the same way.
Unfortunately, most of the searches are coming up with the same like few ones, which half of them are not appropriate to read off.
60
Listen,
seconds left.
Yeah,
the birds sit on the power lines to wirelessly. We all know that.
of course.
What?
One day I want to have either, like, maybe not a stream that we play games during, because I actually want to be able to, like, use my full brain, but I really want to have a good discussion about, like, dystopian futures, because that's, like, a topic that's super interesting to me.
10 seconds.
Yeah. That's something that's actually difficult. Like I was saying when I first jumped on the stream with you guys before, like, it does take a lot to play games and try and have a conversation at the same time.
Yeah, actually, my brain was split in half a long time ago, so...
Search and destroy.
Mine's just trying to escape my brain.
Your brain is trying to escape your brain.
Target and destroy it.
Yeah, it's not from my brain.
Secure.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, something clearly happened after having my whole like medical episode where the nerves in my face are all inflamed. And I pretty much have a near constant headache.
You should probably stop having a face then.
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
They made a whole
I
movie
wish-
about how
I
you can
mean-
get rid of it.
I mean, I
Don't
have that
switch with John
issue.
Travolta though.
I don't think he'd work with my body.
Mm-mm.
Like that mixed with my like, neck issue. I'm like, just cut me off at the shoulders and replace the head.
I feel like they have a movie about that too.
Probably. It's called
One
Upload.
remaining.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And that'd be pretty cool, though. Think about it, like, there's something catastrophically wrong with your body. You could just upload, and what was it? Suiscan.
the only thing that bothers me so much about it is like the fucking like pay to play, but like pay to live.
Oh yeah.
When you're
No,
dead.
that's how it would end up going, though.
So Lakeview's
Yeah,
definitely owned by
absolutely.
EA.
50 seconds remain.
Yeah. And like the prices are ridiculous, like the ones that they actually show what they are, like especially for the stuff that's like not even for a purpose, like at all, like
You've won
clothes
that round.
in
Get
the
ready for the next one.
afterlife, the VR afterlife, like why would you fucking care? But it did kind of like, it weirded me out, the whole thing with like if they used an old picture of you, you would be in black and white, because I'm like, recolorizing photos is already a thing.
Brother one,
Why would they not be able to
7 target
recolorize the
detonated.
photo and make you in color? And then also, it's all programmed anyway. Why couldn't you choose what you like? Okay, so you wake up as an upload, and the first thing you get is your character creation screen, like you're playing like a fucking video game. That's what it should be.
You're playing Sims.
Yeah, like let me design my own body and what I look like and everything. Turn the age up to 99 so you get those DOA boobies.
And you gotta make sure you spend at least a couple days designing your house.
Friendly cruise missile
Well, that's the other thing that, like, that's why I really want to see when they get into the whole Freon thing, because, like, to me, that's what it seems like, is, like, you get to play Sims. You get to build your own house type thing. Like, that seems so much fun.
Who's got the bomb?
60 seconds left.
Oh, I do.
know, but we
We are planting a double.
that dude thought he was doing some ninja shit.
Set. Stand by to detonate.
But yeah, then it's like right now, the way that it is currently, everybody wants to make money so that they can, like, live the way they want to before they die. And then in that reality, it would be like everybody would probably work up until the very last minute because they want to live their afterlife with money.
Yeah.
And then that whole you can't take it with you is kind of completely eliminated, because it's like you gotta have something to take with you. But that also means that there wouldn't be a lot of, like, passing down money to your descendants anymore, because you would need it for yourself.
Start your offensive.
Yeah, that was like
We have the device.
one of the guys who lives across the hall from the main character. Multi-billionaire who didn't pass shit down onto his family so that he could have everything he wanted in the afterlife.
Friendly UAV on station.
I feel like it would make not only the greed of, like, the corporation so much worse, but, like, individual greed so much worse.
Oh, I can't believe I
Moving.
messed that up. Damn. No, I'd say you are 100% right. And one thing that's crazy about that, though, like, did you guys kind of figure out? I kind of forget if I read about it, waiting for them to make another season, or if it was actually a thing that was in there.
Get ready for the next
Do you
one.
guys know who the bad guy is, or like one of them, one of the main players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I think there's two really weird things about that are really funny. Like when he downloads himself into the robot
Search and destroy.
and just kind of is like, yeah, I'm gonna be living for, you know, my board
Defend
meeting.
the objective.
And then the other thing that I thought was absolutely hilarious was, it was like one of the first episodes when they're talking about like a high activity area, the frame rate will drop, and you see
Yeah.
people like trying to dive into the water, and like they're just waiting for their stuff to catch
He's up
up.
top.
I do think the one thing that I'm not liking about the show is, like, there are some major, like, continuity issues in the show. Like, certain times things are one way. Like in the very beginning, he's not supposed to know anything about the angels, right? Like, they're not even supposed to know that they're real people. But yet then, like, in the second season, they can do this thing where they, like, get the angel to take them out for the day. Like, so that kind of defeats the whole thing of they're not supposed to know that they're real people. Like, they just let that go after, unless it's convenient. Like, when Batia is looking at his memories and he's like, wait, how do you know this angel's name, right? Or whatever. So it's like, stuff like that only is brought up when it's convenient to the story, and other times it's no longer a thing. And then also with, like, the whole, like, I don't even know, like, I could go into a whole breakdown of things in the show, but, like, I like the show, don't get me wrong. It's just there's certain things that, like, irritate me about it. And, like, sometimes they put on the VR goggles, sometimes they put on the glasses.
Yeah.
Make
up your mind.
Good work.
And, like, they can move around and they can pick things up in the thing, but they don't have any kind of, like, hand things. Now I get that, like, VR could improve, but you're only talking about, like, what is it, 2040 or something? Or 2030? You're not even talking about that far down the road from where we are now.
Yeah. But
Okay, guys.
I just hope the technology gets there one day. Well, not for like the the afterlife, but like the VR.
Yeah.
To like get to that level.
Are you going to bed, Ash?
I am.
No.
I tried, guys. I'll try harder tomorrow.
No, you're good. You go get some sleep.
No.
Love you guys.
We won't hold up
You loved
Billy
us, you
too
would
late.
stay.
I've been fighting. I've actually fallen asleep like twice lying up here.
Oh.
When I wake up to someone laughing, and I'm like, oh god, I'm on stream. Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep and hopefully feel a little bit better tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, love you, bye.
I love you. Bye.
I just looked at my OBS and I was like, I'm not streaming or recording. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not streaming or recording.
Oh shit.
It's okay. I mean, tomorrow I could experiment with me going live on Twitch while you go live on YouTube because
Yeah.
separate camera.
Oh, that'd be cool. Then you could cover both bases.
Yeah. Just so I don't completely go dead on Twitch again. We shall see. I guess I should look something up since
Alright, well,
Kinda like
while you look
conspiracy
something up,
theory stuff.
just a random tip for all the listeners out there, right? If you're one of those people that has OCD and like when you're pumping your gas, you gotta like pump it to a round number. The reality is your gas tank is full and there's a fill tube, but your fill tube isn't designed to hold the gas. So you're just wasting that money that you're spending to, you know, get up to a round number.
Yeah, the
I
fill
never
tube
do
just
that.
Right out of the fill tube. It's the most annoying thing ever.
yeah, I never do that. I don't care. When it stops and I'm done. Mostly also because I've already spilled gas on myself before. I'm not trying to do it on purpose. But I am curious, if anyone who happens to watch this at any point, if you have a Jeep Compass, I guess around the year 2018, because that's what mine is, does yours not allow you to put the gas, what's the thing called, the gas pump, all the way in? I have to like, so you know how gas pumps have like that ring thing, like the spiral thing at the part where the metal part connects into like the plastic part of the pump. I have to only put it into the very first part of the spiral. You can't put it all the way in, or the little flappy thing, I guess. It like the pump sees it as the tank being full, and it stops the. I should not talk about this because I don't know any of the words to describe what I'm trying to say.
I know where you're going with it, and turn it sideways. Like, no joke. Like you're going for the kill shot. Yep. So, Jeeps, and actually it's something that's happening a lot with modern vehicles, and I'm not...
Do I turn it towards the hood or towards the trunk? Which sideways
Towards the trunk.
way? Okay,
Like
I
you're
will try that.
right-handed and you're going for the kill shot. And believe it or not, this is actually really... this was something that I learned when I was working in the auto industry. A lot of manufacturers found out they could save $1 by making a thinner tube, and it gets caught on that friggin' little spiral thing on the nozzle.
Oh wait, maybe I should tell you that my gas tank is on the passenger side, so that would be...
Well, just try it one way, and if it doesn't work, do it the other way.
UAV ready to deploy.
Okay.
Do you have my back?
Do you have the time?
If you were talking to me, I just got murked in a fucking window. So
No, someone's character just ran by and was like, I have your back. And I was just like, I'm not sure about that.
Friendly
So I
sentry
found a
active.
thing. I'm not sure if this is gonna be okay, but it's by New York Magazine, and it says, the truly paranoid style in American politics, and it's 50 years of conspiracy theories. So, is it okay if I read them because I'm just reading basically a
History.
news article in history? Is that okay, even if
Yeah.
they're political in nature?
Yeah, absolutely. It's history.
Okay, so
This is for educational purposes, YouTube.
this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed in this stream are not necessarily held by the Warcrimes and Associates.
Or Google and YouTube.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and
Anal seepage.
yeah. Okay, so I think we covered. I think we covered all the bases.
Yeah.
We should just have a disclaimer that stays on top of our stream at all times. Like,
Friendly
for-
cluster mine
Or we just
planted.
record one and I just have it set up to the stream deck and just hit the button.
yeah, we should do that, and then you can like speed it up with the Audacity or whatever, so it can sound like an actual disclaimer thing. Anyway, so the first one is Oswald didn't kill Kennedy, and then in parentheses, alone anyway.
We hold the advantage. Take it home.
Do I have to click into all of them? Alright, so I have to click in to learn more. So, let me know if you need to hear more about any of them.
Changing mag.
It sounds like everyone's just silently accepting that
I
one
definitely need to know
for what
more.
it is. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And I might jump out after this game so I can focus on reading conspiracy theories.
Friendly VSOL inbound.
Oh,
Okay.
please don't put up paywalls on all these. Okay. Guy Bannister and David Ferry. James Elroy couldn't invent a better henchman duo, a G-man and an eccentric I don't know what that word is, so I'm not comfortable saying it. Turned New Orleans crime boss consigliere, who wore a bad wig and probably trained a teenage Oswald in the Civil Air Patrol. Ferry didn't deny he said Kennedy ought to be shot, but told the FBI it was a colloquial expression. Bannister died mysteriously in 1964. And then it says Clay Shaw, who was fingered as the Warren Commission reports Clem Bertrand, the enigmatic figure who tried to hire an attorney for Oswald. This shady New Orleans businessman was the subject of the prosecution by Jim Garrison, later portrayed in Oliver Stone's JFK. The jury acquitted Shaw in 54 minutes.
I 100% do not believe that Oswald acted alone. I believe he was an agent of the state, because Kennedy was trying to dismantle centralized banking and do a lot to give power back to the people.
Oh shit, the list is not done. They also have Dallas, I'm assuming the city, because it says Dallas was so famously enemy territory for liberals that Lyndon Johnson's pre-written joke for that Friday evening had been, "Thank God, Mr. President, you came out of Dallas alive." And then E. Howard Hunt and Frank Sturgis, Lyndon Johnson, Fidel Castro, the Secret Service by accident. So, the Secret Service says the Assassination Records Review Board formed on JFK's heels studied the Secret Service, whose performance the House called deficient. Its agents had destroyed documents the review board suspected were incriminating, and then the by accident one says, in the pandemonium following Oswald's first shot, Agent George Hickey misfired his AR-15 calamitously into the president's head. I don't know. I don't
think
know
that
if
second
that's.
one happened.
Yeah, I don't know if that's correct. Again, these are conspiracy theories. I don't know. And then a guy named James Files Roscoe White.
Reloading.
I don't know. All right, I'm done with that one. Unless you guys need more.
But no, Oswald didn't act alone. He was taken. JFK was taken out by our government.
Allegedly.
Those documents get like declassified more recently, anyways.
I think they did. I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, some of it did. But I mean, it's not uncommon for the government to accidentally delete or lose or destroy documents that would prove things one way or the other. I mean, if you think about like what just happened with the JP Morgan Chase and Epstein emails, 45 million different emails were accidentally deleted in the middle of the investigation.
Don't you hate it when files are accidentally deleted? The next one is that the Newtsies came from Middle Earth and possibly still live there. Is this like the Lord of the Rings Middle Earth, or like the middle of our Earth, or like...
So, I actually heard this one that was kind of interesting. Well, not really interesting. Really off the, I guess. And it was about that same party that you just mentioned, and how a lot of them, like a lot of high-ranking officials and that sort of stuff, came over after World War II, and basically infiltrated our government and still operate, supposedly, and that basically that the CIA is that same group.
Well, I was gonna say that, you know, they weren't just gonna let a bunch of smart scientists just, you know, go to waste. So, some smart scientists went some places, and then other ones ended up in Argentina mysteriously. Somehow. Weird. Weirdly, there's a German population in Argentina. Okay, I'm gonna drop out since we're done this game. I'm not even gonna look into that one, mostly because I don't want to have to keep saying Newtsies, because I don't know. I'm just so used to it because of TikTok stuff, but the next one is absolutely wrong, which is the moon landing was a hoax. I'm not even gonna go into it. It makes me really mad.
Why does that make you mad, though?
We can talk about it off stream.
Okay.
The next one is that we are sheeple and our overlords are lizard aliens.
Honestly,
Absolutely
I'd love to
correct.
talk to you about the moon landing thing, like off stream, like you said. Because I'm not saying it's fake by any means. I'm not saying I necessarily buy into that, but like, there are a lot of things that are very odd about it, and why haven't we got back? Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Anyways,
fine.
Continue.
But the people that say it's CGI, like, have you seen CGI from the 90s? And you're gonna say that that was CGI in the 60s? Yeah. But I do kind of want to know about our lizard alien overlords.
Isn't there something weird, like supposedly the head of the Masons are the lizard people?
I think everyone's a lizard people.
I don't know,
I
I've
reached
heard that
my
somewhere.
monthly.
I don't know.
I reached my monthly article limit, so we're only gonna get to go by the headlines, unfortunately. Alright, Harry Truman ordered an alien cover-up.
Oh shoot! I
Majestic
forgot to take search
12.
out.
Majestic 12 and Area 51. I mean, didn't they also already come out and say aliens are
I mean, it's
aliens are
also
a thing?
really naive for us to think that aliens aren't real. We are the only intelligent life form in the galaxy? No, come on.
in the galaxy,
universe.
maybe. In the universe, no. But like, what if that's the purpose of galaxies? Is like, each galaxy gets one intelligent life form, and you can't have any more than that.
I want to respawn in a different galaxy.
No, there's a paywall when you reach the end of your galaxy.
Well, also, like, I think we're almost at the threshold to not be considered intelligent anymore, so we might be coming up on
Very
allowing
true.
another one in. No, I like the thought that our planet is just a computer trying to figure out what's the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything.
42.
I'm okay with that. No, we already know the answer. The answer is 42. We don't know the question. How does nobody understand?
Activated.
The answer 42 is not the answer to the question, what is the meaning of life? No. There is a question that is the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. The answer to that question is 42. However, the computer made to get that answer was not smart enough to also know what the question is, so they created Earth which is actually a computer, to find out what the question is. And the day that it should have been done was the day it got blown up by the aliens.
Gotcha. So it's 42.
Yeah. A global government is waiting in the wings or under the Denver airport.
Oh, I 100% fucking believe that one. They're waiting in the
Defend
wings.
the objective.
Like, if you look at everything the WHO is trying to do right now, it's fucking nuts.
The who?
Yeah, the band.
World Health Organization.
No, the band.
Didn't they make the song that was like the CSI theme song? Who are you?
No, that was them.
Communists have been poisoning our water supply for 50 years.
No,
That's it?
capitalist for sure.
Capitalist, not the
When
communist.
Michigan
Get it
still
right.
has flammable water.
I mean, how long have they been putting fluoride in the water supply?
Copy that. On station.
You know, there's no way that they could actually do that, because fluoride is so poisonous to our bodies that if you were to drink it, like drink even a little too much, you would just die. So since they don't know how much water people drink in a day,
Not enough.
or how close they are to the source of where they would supposedly put the fluoride in, like, yeah, that's not happening, and I don't know who started that rumor, but that one definitely is a conspiracy theory.
I found a claymore.
The record
Billy, there's one. He's
Industry.
prone at the very base of that stairs behind you.
The record industry pushed gangster rap as a favor to friends in the prison industry. But
That's
what?
my dead body. A little bit further.
How
in.
does
See that?
how does that help the prison industry?
I was just making
He
sure.
left.
Probably move 5 feet to the other side.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, and of course.
Use it in
with
RPG.
In like huge letters on this one. Oh wait, there's two in huge letters. Somehow I skipped the one. The NBA draft is fixed, and 9/11 was an inside job. I don't know that those rank around the same like importance.
No,
No,
they're
they're-
definitely related.
The draft is 100% fixed. Like, the NBA is a private organization. If they want a certain team to win or a certain team to get more players, they will do it.
Whoever said
Same
that
thing
the
with
draft
NFL.
Whoever said that the draft is like
We
random?
have the device.
Isn't the whole point is you're picking the players for your team?
Yeah.
What do they mean by it's fixed?
Round is lost.
Of course it
Focus
is.
on the next one.
Why would I pick bad players? I'm confused. The Illuminati is not a secret society. It is our governing body.
Yeah.
Search and destroy.
I think we should join
Let's
the
get
Illuminati.
All Straza.
I don't think my credit score's good enough to be in the Illuminati.
Start your offensive.
Is that one of their?
We have secured the
Is that one of their requirements?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This one
I'm
says.
getting shot from the most obscure routes. Oh, it's frustrating.
This one says in quotations, they killed Marilyn Monroe, Malcolm X, and ... And it just makes me think of the scene from Don't Be a Menace where they're like, the man, and it's like the guy with his little checklist. He throws the glove.
Round, get ready for the next one.
What? The government is going to seize your property, poison you with dietary guidelines, and kill all the bees. That seems like a lot to do every
Search and
day.
destroy.
I mean, they're already
All
2 out of
friendly
3.
plant a charge on the target.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, effectively, that plane is
We
one.
have the device.
Oh, fuck.
So, I don't really want to bring it up while we're talking conspiracy theories because it's actually something that I care a lot about, but I still think it's really fucked up that back in like the 60s or 70s or whenever it was that they started saying, maybe it was the 80s actually, whenever it was that they started saying like, man, all this heart disease in America, this must be because of all the smoking, all the cigarettes people are smoking. And like they blamed it on that and they blamed it on the fat in the food. And really it was the fucking sugar and the carbs. And because they came out with all that, now they don't want to take it back and say, oops, we made a mistake. So every food that you buy from the grocery store is filled with fucking sugar, and even worse than sugar, high fructose corn syrup. And it's literally causing so many heart problems, diabetes, all this stuff. And the government is just too fucking... What's the word? Like, they just won't be wrong. They won't say that they were wrong before and fix anything. They're just gonna keep letting... Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Oh, he's behind a fucking truck prone. Yeah, that truck. You see him? Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Towers control the world's weather.
Yes and
I
no.
mean,
What kind of
world
tower?
now. Oh, damn it.
Tower's a person?
I friggin' looked right at that guy, and for whatever reason in my head, I was like, how come his blue dot isn't showing up?
1 minute remaining.
Because it wasn't on my team.
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one.
The CIA can do mind control.
Oh, that's
They
already been
did.
proven.
It's called MK
MK
Ultra.
Ultra. Yeah.
Also a good Muse song.
The Men Who Stare
Search and
Goats.
destroy.
Excellent movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Did
I
nothing.
started to watch it. I started to watch it, but I never finished. Conspiracy theory is a hoax gone wrong. I wish I could click on that and see what it's talking about, but... Or a hoax gone right. Time travel is possible at the tip of Long Island.
No, you have to jump off the Empire State Building with goggles and that little device, and you have to break the laser right at the right time. They showed it in Men in Black 3.
Oh, I don't think I watched that one.
Or was it
Well,
2?
this
No, it
one's
was 3.
wrong. This one's wrong because we all know it was Hillary.
Yeah.
We lost that round. Get ready
I'll
for the
just
next
let
one.
you
That
guess.
series was just to desensitize us to aliens.
That's what most things in the media are. Like, they start putting crazy stuff in there to desensitize you so when it actually happens, you're not as freaked out.
Search and destroy.
We're gonna get like the weirdest group of followers.
Yeah, whatever.
Defend the objective.
As long as they like, comment, and subscribe.
Especially
Apparently,
like,
Snapple is owned by the KKK. And
I-
don't trust tsunamis.
I just killed 3 on the left.
oh, that dude's laying underneath the truck again.
Okay.
I'm not going up the hill of that. Oh, what?
Where is he at?
He's on the right
Enemy
side.
planted
He's
is Alpha.
behind the square chain link fence.
Okay, so I got some pulled up. think you're the only weirdo here. Well,
Ready
welcome to
deploy.
the club. And I think you're right. But that's okay. It's okay because
Oh,
I think
shit,
people.
he's watching it. I didn't see him.
I think people watch our streams with the fact like as VODs, so that's cool.
It's clear, bro. Go defuse.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Defuse.
So these are conspiracy theories that turned out to be legit. This is a list that came up that was by
Round is
Reader's
lost.
Digest.
Focus on the next one.
Okay.
Switching sides.
But for some reason, the list starts on number 2. Oh wait,
Search
one
and
out of
destroy.
30.
The first one was the Kennedy assassination.
All Strasser, get the major target to win. Start the offensive. We have secured the bomb.
Moving with the
one
bomb, even though he's
13.
blindly
Do
running
it.
against the open.
I don't even know
One
where
out
the
of
hell that kid shot me
13
from.
does not have an
We have
explanation.
plenty of time
It's
for-
the Illuminati.
I guess. Unless you have to watch this
All
video.
Set the perimeter.
Maybe you have to watch the video. Okay. The dead. Why do I feel uncomfortable saying this? There's a project, and it has to do with babies, and they might not be very alive. Laughing at crazy conspiracy theories is good fun until they turn out to be true. Take the conspiracy surrounding the Project Sunshine, for example. In the wake of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the U.S. government commenced a major study to measure the effects of nuclear fallout on the human body. So the conspiracy was that the government was stealing dead bodies to do radioactive testing. And that was not quite true because they were only stealing parts of them.
All Strasser, plant the charge.
I need.
Target and destroy.
It reminds me of Rocket, and I need this guy's arm.
Bomb secure.
Yes. The government's just being Rocket, being like, I need that guy's eye. Bad booze. The conspiracy was during Prohibition, the government poisoned alcohol to keep people from
We
drinking.
have secured the bomb.
And they were right.
Really?
Yeah. So it says that
Moving here.
they manufacturers of industrial alcohol.
Victory secure. Good fighting.
So I'm guessing that's kind of like isopropyl, right? Like isopropyl alcohol?
Sure.
Or like grain alcohol? Like something that you can't actually drink?
Oh, should have assassinated him.
Had been mixing their product with dangerous chemicals for years prior to Prohibition. But during Prohibition, they pushed manufacturers to use stronger poisons to discourage the bootleggers from turning it into moonshine. And by the end of Prohibition, more than 10,000 Americans had been killed by tainted booze.
That's wild.
The first lady who ran the country. A stroke rendered President Woodrow Wilson incapable of governing, and his wife surreptitiously stepped in. Says Wilson did suffer a debilitating stroke towards the end of his presidency, but the government felt it was in the country's best interest to keep things quiet. The public didn't learn about the stroke for months, during which time his wife, Edith Wilson, was making most executive decisions. You would think they would just have the vice president do it.
By the way, Billy, I put it on Gunfight. Have you ever done this one?
Oh, Amanda said she was watching Intervention, and a guy was addicted to drinking hand sanitizer.
It's a good way to unalive yourself. But
Yeah.
Gunfight, so it's a 2v2. We use
Yep.
the blueprints. So it's not hardcore, but it's a 2v2 on the small like gulag maps.
Oh, okay, cool. Interesting story of the hand sanitizer. One time when I was working in the emergency department, and his blood alcohol content, he had drank like the big gallon hand sanitizer, was over 95%. Now this guy, average person, he was
Hold on.
an alcoholic.
You keep breaking up, so like I don't know what's going on.
Oh. better, worse?
You like cut out for like 10 seconds maybe? Ish?
Strasser 1, secure
that
the
hurts my
flag
heart.
or clear all threats in the AO.
Oh, this map is cool. I'm going right, by the way.
Yeah, he's up top.
Ew, they showed him drinking it on the show? I would think they can't do that because it's like telling kids to eat Tide Pods.
Get fucking shit on.
Get ready for the next one.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks for clutching that. No, but this dude had drank hand sanitizer, the giant 1 gallon one, and when he came in, his blood alcohol was like 95% or something crazy like that.
How was he not already dead?
He lived. He was a full-blown
Left side.
alcoholic already. What?
Lost that round. Get ready for the next one. All Strasser, eliminate the enemy or secure the flag to win.
Aw. Alright.
Ew, that gun's
The round is
terrible.
lost. Focus on the next one.
Oh, the next one is the one we already talked about, which is MK Ultra. Oh, do you guys know? Sorry, I'm trying to think of the name
Muffin
of it.
Man?
No. It's
Muffin
like, so it's advertised as almost like a haunted house deal, right? It's pretty famous. It's on YouTube. It's called something Manor, McKinley Manor, or
We lost that round. Get ready for the next
Oh,
one.
is that the one where you have to sign all the waivers and whatnot, and they like,
Yes.
no one's made it through?
yeah. Well, he'll pay you like a bunch of money if you make it
Strasser
through.
1,
Oh,
But the
fucking
issue
God.
is,
threats or secure
no,
the
the
flag
issue
to win.
is, it's not a haunted house. He literally he was in the military, and a lot of people are saying that he's actually using MK Ultra on people when they go in to his house. And like the one lady, like she literally was not gonna tap. He forced her to. He forced her to tap out so that he wouldn't have to pay her. She was gonna just deal with the whole thing. Like, dude's fucked up.
I want to do it.
I think it might have gotten shut down, to be honest. Hold on.
Fuck you. One dead on the left.
McCamey Manor.
Be secure. Be ready to win again.
One time I redeemed myself there. Just wasn't even looking.
All of the articles about it seem to be like 2019. Oh, also I think he had to move states because the state he was in did not like he was doing it. So if apparently in 2022
Oh.
it says the Tennessee haunted house. So terrifying you have to sign a 40-page waiver. But like the thing is like it's not terrifying. He's literally torturing people. So it's like, do you want to make a lot of money to be tortured but also forced to tap out at the very end when you're about to get paid? Because that's what he does.
There's a chance I could get money.
So
Nice.
Fuck you.
it's like 10 plus hours. If you complete the journey and follow the rules they lay out, no cursing. Yeah, you'd be out
What?
immediately.
Yeah.
No cursing, no drinking, no smoking, no running, no eating, and no touching the actors or props. You can win $20,000. So he basically sets it up where people want to try it, but like for most people, going like 10 to 12 hours without
Nice.
food and being tortured, like you're gonna not want to stay in that. Oh, okay, so this next conspiracy is that the Dalai Lama is a CIA agent.
He's way too peaceful.
Oh, what the?
They got both of us at the same time. Like, We gotta stop rushing, man. They're waiting.
Switching
Yeah,
sides.
I'm not making it with the no cussing. I'm out with that and the smoking.
I don't know
Well,
how
what's the
you
prize?
get through because that whole thing,
$20,000.
like, they just torture you and mess with you, and like they can stab you, break your limbs, like.
Yeah, there's videos on it online if you're interested. So it says, according to declassified intelligence documents, the Dalai Lama earned $180,000 in connection with the CIA's funding of the Tibetan resistance to the tune of 1.7 million per year.
Okay, this
Hey,
is the
isn't Dalai
shotgun,
Lama, like,
not
yeah,
the 12 gauge,
this is gonna be weird.
or not the AR.
I suck with this one. What?
It's down to you.
They're
Finish.
both laying down, like right next to each other.
Dude, that was point blank with the 12 gauge. He would not have
I
survived.
did the same friggin' thing. All I could see, shot, got hit markers, and fucking, that was it. But this is kind of cool. This is different.
Yeah.
So the next one is the government is spying on you.
Okay. Riven.
Yep. Like every 3-letter agency ever, and every 3-letter agency. Yeah. Why does my mic keep doing that? It just cut out again. But every 3-letter agency ever, and then everyone that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Glad I spent so much on this microphone that barely works.
What are you using?
This is the RIG like 800. Like I looked it up and it was like one of the highest rated ones for Xbox, and it sounds amazing.
Gunfight.
Amanda
My audio
said that
never cuts out.
the government is censoring you.
Man's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, honestly, Amanda, you're one to blame tech not working. What did I say? You're not one to blame tech not working on other people. It's usually you.
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
Hey,
Was that
question
the
though,
dude
Billy.
just slated?
What's your budget for this PC we're supposed to be building together?
I was hoping for like under 2.
Oh, okay, that's easy. We could do that.
Apparently, the Canadian government was so paranoid about LGBT, they developed a gaydar machine
What?
in the 1960s. The government, the Canadian government hired a university professor to develop a way to detect homosexuality in federal employees.
Clear all threats in the AO.
Okay.
Nice.
It seems like, you know, really advanced technology, because basically they just showed pictures and then watched to see if their pupils dilated.
I've been tracking that guy. Because, like, when me and you crossed, I saw him run on the outside, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep following him until he comes in.
Oh, leave my ad blocker alone.
Get some. Fuck. Oh, god damn it.
I don't know what ad blocker I have. It's built into.
Where did he go?
Oh, in the
Round is
fucking
lost.
water.
Focus on the next one.
I can't be mad at him. That was a good play.
All
I forgot you could swim on this map.
Guy the previous round, and he spun around and just shot me in the face.
ready for the next one.
Crossfire here is terrible. You're right there. But at least it's not hardcore.
Apparently there's a research facility in Alaska that people think is a mind control lab.
I've heard about that. It's like a pyramid or something, but it's like an upside down pyramid.
I think you're thinking of the place where they keep the seeds.
Let's just do that.
In the living room.
Neither one of us wanted to go for it. We're both hurt.
There have been over 2,000 Bigfoot sightings in Washington state.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I saw him on TikTok multiple times today. He was playing the saxophone.
I haven't seen that a lot lately. It's pretty good.
So do you think when people see Bigfoot, is it all the same Bigfoot? Or are there a bunch of members of the Bigfoot?
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely
species?
multiple. Because like you think about it, right? Like there is a lot of forests and wooded area in the United States, right? We don't know what's all out there. We're still discovering new species everywhere, every day.
Do you think they laugh about it like, haha, Bob got caught on camera?
Yeah. This one's a wash. I'm dead already. They were both sitting in the back on that side.
Oh my god.
Mission failed.
I mean,
Return
I
to
think
base.
there's shit in the deep
worst
sea that
display.
we'll never know about.
Oh yeah. Like a functional Logitech controller.
It's down there.
No, we know about that.
There's pictures of it from like 5 feet away, which is super weird, but
Like,
no one questions
who's
that.
to say that the pressure is actually what crushed the sub? How do
I
we
mean,
know?
there's stuff down there, it's like that we still don't know about.
Right? So
Like
people,
the USOs.
the USOs, unidentified sea
object.
objects.
Submerged.
Oh,
It's an actual term.
submerged. Well, isn't the USO also like something from the World War?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Gunfight.
USOs are actually pretty sweet most of the time, I think.
United Service Organizations. United States Oil Fund.
Those letters don't match up.
Well, it's their stock,
Strasser
like
1. Clear
stocks
all threats or secure the flag to win.
abbreviation.
Or two. Stain.
Nice.
Victory secure. Be ready to win again.
That was
Only
AFK.
one person.
Yeah.
So also the conspiracy theory, which I'm just gonna say, I don't think it's a theory. I think it's totally true. Mattress firm stores are just money laundering businesses. There are way too many of those things. Like, there's no way people need this many mattresses.
Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, I actually saw something like that that's like super goofy. And it's talking about how mattress stores are mafia owned.
Mission is complete. Good work.
like all of them.
And I wouldn't be surprised if their salespeople that work there are commission only, kind of like when you work at like a car dealership. So like they don't even have to pay their employees if they're not selling. I don't know that that's true. I'm just saying I would bet.
No, because I got a buddy. He works for a Sleep Number. Is solely commission based. He makes like $2 an hour.
Jeez. It's such a random thing. Like, I feel like that's so hard to advertise for. Like, most people maybe, I don't know. What do you think the average mattress buys in their lifetime?
You're supposed to get one every 7 years.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do that.
You're like, I'm a little behind.
Secure the flag or clear all threats in the AO.
But my thing is, the mattresses that come all rolled up now, those are actually good mattresses at this point.
Yeah.
So like, there's no reason to go to a store and buy a mattress.
That's what I have.
I got one
of
that
the
was
best
like,
mattresses. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the one that I got it from Amazon, is actually an Ashley Home Store mattress, and it was really, really nice. And it wasn't expensive. It was like $300 for a king.
I just whipped every one of those shots. He's in the middle of the house.
We lost that round.
What the hell?
Get ready for the next one.
I thought he was in the water, so I was like, I'm gonna pop out. No, I ended up buying a mattress on Amazon. It was a brand that I've never even heard of, and it's literally the best mattress I've ever owned in my life. But it's not the one I sleep on.
I think some people have watched National Treasure too many times. What do you think is in the hidden chamber behind Mount Rushmore?
Sorcerer's Stone.
The Sorcerer's Stone?
I was just standing there waiting for somebody to come around that corner.
I
wanted to sneak up and execute him, but I know he would have heard me jump the gap. They're inside the house. I just heard him break glass.
That was me.
Yeah, that one was hurt. Are you reloading? You have 66 rounds.
I thought this was an SMG. I was not paying attention. Get wrecked. Accuracy through volume, baby.
The true machine gunner's philosophy.
When is this article from? Because it's talking about the Georgia Guidestones, and I thought somebody blew those up.
Yeah. Lightning, apparently, or something.
No.
Oh, yeah, it was blown up.
They were both in the middle of the building. Nice.
Wait, just people in Idaho believe that the chemtrails are the government dropping chemicals?
Yes.
I think more than just people in Idaho.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. My crosshairs were on him.
We lost that round. Get ready for the next one.
I knew it. I was like, he's already dug in.
My crosshairs were not on him that time. They were to the right.
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
That wasn't even the same gun he killed me with on my screen. What?
It's up to you. Finish the mission.
Oh, Billy, do you know anything about Mystery Hill?
I've heard it. I don't recall anything about it though.
It says in Salem, New Hampshire, there's a 4,000-year-old archaeological site that no one knows how or why it was built.
We are capturing the flag.
The site.
I know what you're talking about. I've just never heard it called that. Yes, no, I've been there. It's called America's Stonehenge. If you actually go there, I've been there a couple times, and it's really interesting because there are rocks that line up with stars in the sky on the solstices. There's a bunch of really weird stuff there too. Like there's underground shelters that are like massive. They haven't explored a lot of it. Like it seems weird that it's a public attraction. Like you can go there and like pay to enter, but there's a lot of stuff that is closed off entirely. But I actually have a picture. I think it might even be on Facebook of me there, and there's a sign on like one of the fence walkways that's like this way to the sacrificial table, and there's literally a sacrificial table in it. But they do like equinox and solstice events.
You said
Yeah, they do. No, they have like certain events around the equinox and the solstice where they actually line up, and there's different viewing areas. Apparently it's even accurate to true north, which is interesting.
They have
yeah,
alpacas
it's
there,
cool.
and that makes me really want to go.
Alpacas.
So
It says
It's-
you can't bring your dogs because of the alpacas that they have on site.
I'm pretty sure because it's protected, they had to have animals to classify it as like some kind of farm or something.
Is it
But-
privately owned or
Yes. It's
return
privately
policy?
owned.
How do I return my visit to Stonehenge?
So here's the thing: when I went there, I mean, I was pretty young when I went there, and didn't really like appreciate it for what it was. But like thinking now that I don't live there, I'm like, I so want to go back. This just seems like so much fun.
Oh, can we go to? Can we do a foursome trip to Stonehenge? They have
Sure.
alpacas and
America's
they're
Stonehenge?
so cute. Well, we can go to both. We can go to the other one too.
There's
we
actually
have one.
Get out of here.
humane society that has all kinds of animals too, not too far from there.
They have pictures of their alpacas, and now I'm just looking at those. Like, I don't even care about the stones.
Sorry, I got a notification from YouTube saying that our stream bitrate dropped. So I was trying to fix that.
Oh,
This round is ours. Ready up for the next one.
apparently there's a place in New Jersey that is an abandoned ghost town, and people theorize the town was the site of a group that practiced interdimensional travel. Pretty sure you can do shrooms anywhere.
It's true. Oh, I hear him.
Where is he?
Shit. It's right to the right, in our spawn.
We took a
Fell
lot
off the
there.
ladder. I was
Let's
trying to
not
get up
repeat
high,
it.
so I was like, I got some time to climb back up. I did not.
Oh.
He shot me in the buttocks.
I mean, didn't like almost every prehistoric race of people supposedly practice interdimensional travel and shrooms?
Took a victory there. Prepare to
Probably.
repeat it.
Because, yeah, like You're just telling me the Egyptians, the surviving Egyptians,
Secure
looks
the area.
like just,
Clear all threats.
you know, they're like, let's just stop teaching this. But then again, in today's age, like, we don't teach cursive, so like, I can see how it happens.
Things just die off, you know?
Hey, they're
like
both above you.
shrooms and
Well,
cursive.
no, so you want to know what happened to a lot of it? Like, a lot of shit could be a lot further advanced than it is right now. But there was a small group of individuals who would run around and kill anybody who didn't agree with their religion. And anything that they didn't understand, they said was demonic, and they needed to be exorcised or killed. Not trying to say that specific religion's name, but I think we all know who I'm talking about.
Are you kidding me? I got a piece of both
You're all
of them,
that's
but
left.
Where are they?
they're-
Shit.
Oh,
We took a loss there.
shoot me in the
Let's
back of the
not
fucking
repeat
head.
One's right there. And he one-shotted you from over there? Or was
Yeah,
it a headshot?
no, it was.
Oh.
Oh, dude, noob tube? Fuck yeah, let's go. He's in our spawn.
We lost that round.
Boots the
Ready
door
up
and
for
shoots you in the
next
side
one.
of the head. Nice.
Yep. Like, I heard the door pop, and I was just like, I'm gonna try and slide, and I didn't even get to my knees.
One dead.
They're middle.
Going up top.
I hear him. Got
Nice.
Round is ours. Ready up for the next one.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a second.
Dick shot.
So, I found the Wikipedia list of conspiracy theories. And it says that there's a conspiracy theory about new Coke. So the theory claims the Coca-Cola company intentionally changed to an inferior formula with new Coke with the intent of either driving up demand for the original product or permitting
Underneath
the reintroduction of the original with a new formula using cheaper ingredients. Coca-Cola president Donald whatever rebutted this charge. The truth is, we're not that dumb and we're not that smart.
That's pretty funny.
No, that's exactly what the fuck happened. As soon as Coca-Cola Classic came back, it had high fructose corn syrup instead of sugar in it.
The dick.
They might not have intentionally made new Coke taste bad, but it was different so that when they brought back the original with high fructose corn syrup, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, because if they had done the immediate change, everybody would have been like, this is weird.
If I didn't know you were on controller, I thought you were fucking aim hacking.
There's one below you. He's in our
It's
spot
down
now.
to you, mate. Finish the mission.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mission compromised. We've
Okay,
been defeated.
bye.
That motherfucker can't even see me. He's covering up my whole fucking silhouette with a gun.
Wait a second. Can we finally learn about the Antichrist from Wikipedia?
There's one. Isn't there a couple?
Well, apparently, Alex is the Antichrist,
Yeah.
but then so was that other
How'd that
guy.
happen?
I wonder what those two are up to.
No, they were fun.
Mr. Bombastic Stone, and
I think he still follows me.
oh, and what was the other kid's name?
Rogue.
Oh yeah.
You just watched that video last night.
This game mode's pretty fun. I like it.
Yeah.
I just don't know any of the maps, so it's like, all right, I think someone might go this direction.
Yeah,
Gunfight.
there's only a handful of them. We've already played through all of them multiple times. But was it in Cold War when they had this? This was like the only way to get certain in-game guns. Was you had to place in the tournaments and win.
Flag or clear all threats in the AO.
Wait, people think that Keith Richards is JFK.
Left side, or sorry, right side, right side.
Yep. I hear him walking. Oh.
Victory secure. Be ready to win again.
Wait, did you say people think Keith Richards is JFK? I saw you sprint over here, dude. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh. Right side, running through. Ah, I fucked up bad.
We lost that round.
Oh.
Get ready for the next one.
Yeah, it is 4th of July weekend. Fireworks.
Oh, I thought it was those little fucking shitheads who came
All
pounding on our
threats
door
are
the other
eliminate
night.
the enemy or secure the flag to win.
Ah, dude, like we're sitting there fucking just chilling watching TV, and then I hear people running up the stairs and then like pound on our
Two right
fucking
side.
door, and then
It sounded like something fell, like something heavy fell
prone
down.
bitch left. Yeah, no, fucking pounded on our fucking door, and then I heard running down, and I looked outside, and it's two fucking teenagers running off.
So I found some pop culture conspiracies, and I came across one that says that Lord is actually old, which just makes me think of the South Park episodes where Lord is actually what, Randy's dad or Randy Marsh.
You are all that's left.
Yeah.
You've won that
Nice.
round. Get ready for the next one.
So, conspiracy theories about pop culture. The 27 Club better be on there.
I was bored with it.
Brother one,
What about the
clear
one
all
about
threats or secure the
Katy
flag
Perry
to
is John
win.
Benet Ramsey?
What? No, I've never heard that.
But why would people think that?
I got a piece of him.
They found little girl's body.
He's in the same spot I killed him in last round.
Like some of these things just don't even make sense. Like why would that even be a thing?
Are you left side? Below me?
I want a
Ooh,
right side.
this one is
Oh.
literary conspiracy theories,
He's on the
but
right
since
side.
nobody knows how to read,
He's
I don't
down
know if we'll understand any of these. Lewis Carroll was Jack the Ripper.
Did they live during the same time?
Go away.
Isn't there like evidence Jack the Ripper made it to the U.S.?
Well, okay, so they thought that one of the serial killers that was in the US at the same
down to you.
time
Finish
period had the same style of ripping. So they thought maybe,
I could not hit a shot to save my life on that kid.
but I think they discovered later that it was a different person. It was just very similar. I think if I'm remembering my true crime stuff correctly.
He's back left spawned.
Gotcha.
He's watching that line of sight with the sniper.
That's fine. Alright, I'm pretty sure I saw him up top. Nope, don't climb. Oh my god, I was way off.
Focus on the next
I
one.
pulled that like 10 feet over.
Yeah, I
his-
saw.
The secret island of bacon conspiracy theories? That sounds delicious.
There's an island of
Or clear
bacon?
all threats in the AO.
Okay.
Oh, it says you've probably heard the one that Shakespeare didn't actually write his own plays, and they were actually written by Francis Bacon.
I have heard that.
He's hurt. Backside of that building.
Damn it.
Both of y'all are one shot.
We lost
Damn.
that round. Get ready for the next one.
Oh, Amanda said that she doesn't believe the Katy Perry JonBenet Ramsey thing, but that they do have a resemblance.
Yeah, that was the whole thing about it, is like somebody put JonBenet Ramsey's picture into like age progression software, and it popped up with like very, very similar appearance to Katy Perry.
You are all that's left. Finish the mission.
Mopped up this round. That's... Well, I don't...
Mission
Ugh.
failed. Return to
Did they ever
base.
find who actually did the deed?
The first deed was done
JonBenet.
by her mom and dad. That's how she was born.
The second one was probably also mom and dad, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's
I just wasn't
different
sure if they ever
theories.
figured it out.
There's different theories. So the brother was a little bit off in the head, so they thought it was possible he did it, and then the parents tried to cover it so that he wouldn't have to deal with that. And then there's like theories that the dad did it and the mom didn't know. Then there's theories that the dad did it and the mom was trying to cover. And then there's theories that they both did it. And then there's theories that
know.
what they said was correct.
I know who did it. Aliens.
Oh, I thought it was the man.
Ancient aliens.
The man. It's just crazy because, like, I remember seeing that little girl face on magazines when I was a very little girl. Like, it's weird that is a memory
I
of
actually
mine.
strangely remember that too.
Like, in the grocery store, she was on, like, every fucking magazine.
Milk cartons, like every, you know, the tabloid magazines. I forget, like the Inquirer and
Mhm.
all those.
The strongest theory is the brother. I mean, to me, it makes the most sense because, like, at least the mom really did seem, like, incredibly upset about the whole thing, which could also be why she didn't do a very good job covering.
Clear all threats or secure the flag to win.
But,
It's
like, I don't know.
victory secure. Be
Nice.
ready to win
I don't know how I
again.
pulled off that one shot on him.
Oh, I got a huge piece of them.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I have no idea how one fucking round killed him from a hip fire.
Oh my god, I missed! Ah!
You are all that's left.
He was way
Finish
out in the open
mission.
too. Both of them went right side.
Flag is gonna pop right there. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
The enemy is capturing the flag.
His face just went on his freaking ass.
All Strasser, eliminate the enemy or
Oh,
secure the
Grandpa's
flag to win.
shotgun. Yeah, I'm
Good
good with
old
this leg.
over-under.
I say I'm pulling my pistol out and I accidentally fucking change it back and try to engage at distance with Grandpa's shotgun.
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
I thought I had that one shot on him. I just got a piece of him. I actually don't mind it.
Like in scenarios like this, it's fine. One went left, I saw him.
Alright. Both went left.
All right, the other one, he
Got
crossed
one.
right. I saw him cross right.
Yep. Oh.
I don't do a ton of true crime stuff because all it does is make me anxious that people are living in an attic that we don't even have. So.
He's in the jail.
Ah, fuck.
Lost that round. Get ready
Clear
for the
left,
next
switch
one.
over right, and he's right there. Oh yeah, he only got a piece of me too, but I was already hurt bad.
Strasser 1, secure
Alright,
the
I need a new
flag or
topic.
clear all threats in the AO.
Are you kidding me?
It's down to you. Finish the mission. The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
Like this, this one guy is so dumb. It's actually working. Like I'm checking my angles open, and it's just like, God damn it.
Oh, that didn't bounce where I wanted it to.
That grenade just followed me
You are all
for
that's
like
left. Finish the mission.
10 steps.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. I was on him.
Alright. What's the best thing about Switzerland?
I don't know, but the flag's a big plus.
Don't they have like a mandatory event where like everybody like goes and brings their guns and like?
I think that's
know.
America.
Yeah.
No, like I'm pretty sure it's Switzerland or like one of those neutral countries.
They're so
Round is
neutral.
lost. Focus on the next one.
I invented a new
What
word.
drives a man to a heart full of neutrality?
I invented a new word.
Switching sides.
Plagiarism.
I don't think so, Tim.
Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them.
How? There's no way he heard me.
Mission compromised. We
Seems
have
like we've just been
defeated
getting shit guns towards the end of these fucking rounds.
Yeah.
That or everybody's a hacker. Start screaming hacker. Change the stream name to hacker in Call of Duty lobby. See how many people start watching.
I was playing earlier and like I came across a couple and just like, dude, I don't know if PC allows you to have ESP, but this dude was like pre-aiming every corner that somebody was on. Like,
Yeah.
if someone wasn't on
wall
it,
hacks.
he didn't pre-aim. What's that?
Wall hacks.
Yep.
Nice. I'm excited for you to be a hacker.
I'll get some sweet hacks. I'll make my own hacks. That way I don't get banned.
Yeah, what I think is funny is like you have people who will pay hundreds of dollars for some of these hacks, get permabanned on here, create a new account, right? Use the hacks for like 2 or 3 more days, and then the hacks get figured out and they get blocked. It's like, dude, you're just wasting all this money, and then they just repeat the cycle over and over again.
Okay, question. Which country has the most pyramids?
Mexico.
I know there's a couple in Egypt. I think there's at least 3. The ones in Mexico, would you even consider those like true pyramids? Because
I
a
thought
lot of
they
them
had
are
a
flat up
different
top.
name. I
Yeah.
thought they had a different name.
Both
I
the
will
left-
tell you, Egypt has 138 pyramids.
Yeah, one up top on
really?
left.
I had no idea.
They're both
I'm
up
trying
top
to
left
find the lay
side.
of the land.
I feel like you
Got
should
one.
brush up on your Egyptian knowledge.
Yeah, I didn't know there was 168.
138.
I hear him.
But they do not have the most. Sudan has more pyramids than any other country with 255.
So if I just go out there and start stacking rocks to make 256 pyramids on our patio, does that mean?
Yeah, then we could
we
take
win?
over. Yeah.
All right, both left,
Absolutely.
one low, one high.
Yep.
Kill one high. The other one went up top.
Let's go.
I'm dead.
I gotcha.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys some riddles. See if your brain is working. You go at red, but stop at green. What am I?
The driver's in our town. Nice.
You won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Don't read the
The dive light on the submarine.
Strasser 1,
I have no
secure
idea.
the flag or clear all threats in the AO.
It's a watermelon, because you eat the red, but you stop at the green. Unless you're one of them freaks that eats the rind.
I think they went up top again.
Yeah, they both went up top because I just cleared underneath. They're both up top in their own spawn. Fucking douchebags. There's one below you.
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh shit.
I can fly but have no wings. I can cry but I have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I?
You can fly but have no wings. Cry but have no eyes. Where we go, darkness follows you.
Hey, I remember that map.
Got two up, one up top for sure. Coming back down to you.
Yep. One's on the stairs.
They're both up top. Kill one.
Yep.
Okay, obviously your brains aren't working today.
Trying to think. I have no idea.
I can give a hint that the darkness is referring to like a shadow.
Nice. Darkness is referring to a shadow. I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
Strasser 1, clear all threats.
I'm gonna have
or
to stop
secure the
playing if
flag
we're
to
doing
win.
riddles because riddles are not my strong point.
That's the last one that I'm gonna do because they're stupid anyway. But it's a
What
cloud. It's an
Damn, one's on the
air
stairs.
Down
and
to you. Finish
rain
the mission.
comes out of it.
He's underneath you in that building.
I don't know. I'm just about done for the night. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, I think after we finish this gunfight,
Yeah,
call it.
sounds good.
I hear you.
I hear you, but I cannot see you. So we watched the Mario movie.
How was it?
Wasn't too
It
bad.
was alright. Yeah, I like the little star thing that's like trapped in the cage. I think that's my new spirit animal.
I've seen all the TikToks from it. Is it actually saying, "Oh, that's super"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The
beautiful.
only thing to do is wait for the sweet release of death.
You're all that's left. Finish the mission.
He's on the stairs. I just stopped that bullet with my face.
More meat for the grinders.
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
I love it so much.
I heard the one behind me, so I was trying to get up there before he could turn that corner and get a good angle on me.
Yep.
And not expect his buddy to be there waiting for me. Yep, they both headed this way again.
One's still on the ground.
But
Shit, I had to reload.
apparently there's going to be a second movie because I was looking up something about Rosalina last night, and she's apparently going to be in the second movie. Because that's my character in any of the new Mario stuff.
Who's Rosalina? Is she just in the movie, or like it's been a minute
No.
since I played Mario stuff?
Rosalina was introduced in, I think, Super Mario Galaxy, but she's in, like, the new Mario Kart, the new Mario Party, she's in Smash Brothers. She's got, like, the the light blue, almost tealish dress, and she floats.
Okay.
Both of y'all are one shot.
I feel like he's gonna be up top at a corner somewhere.
Just wait for the progress bar on the capture. See if he pushes it. If not, it's gonna, yeah, it's draw. It's fine. Oh, they won because they had 17 more health points than you did.
Oh.
Okay, good night, Amanda. Thanks for hanging out.
Took
Victory
way more
secured.
bullets than I should have.
What you shooting people in the crotch and in the ass?
The center of mass. He's double caked up.
Center of his ass.
I love you, bye.
Caleb, you bye.
Yeah, that's Amanda saying bye.
I can
yeah.
say Caleb, you bye to Amanda.
Yeah, well, you sounded more questioning.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a question.
It was a question. I was just covering
Caleb,
down afterwards.
Why?
All right, yeah, but that's gonna go ahead and wrap it for the stream, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll probably be on tomorrow.
I think so.
Yeah. So
Sure.
keep your
I
notifications
love you,
on.
bye.
They love you. Bye.